You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to a new edition, a brand new TADPOG podcast.
Yeah,
So we
New and improved.
yeah.
we have a new guest. We have a new guest host.
Brand new.
His name is Shmian.
We kicked Ian off the show.
No, we still got him.
The trick is for you to figure out, because we're identical in every way, the trick is for you to figure out which one of us is talking.
Yeah, the trick is that you need to come up with a new voice. Conversations with yourself. What do you think, Shmian? That's weird. Ian told me a completely different story.
He said he liked it.
Oh, Shmian.
I prefer Ian. I'll say that to Shmian's face.
Well, let's see. 'Cause we opened it up week before last, kind of talking about how we want to do things a little differently. We felt like the game talk was getting stale. So we took that feedback and we kind of talked about how we might do the game section a little differently, with more structure, less book report-ish, more not us sadly slogging through something we don't really want to do, but and adding some more structure to it. But yeah, basically everybody was like, we like the game stuff. We get it. I'll listen if you don't do it, but that's what more people might check you out. There's not really a search term for guys talking about random shit.
Right.
So,
which is weird because that's like almost 80% of the podcasts out there. It's odd. You throw.
why did I just call that a genre?
Yeah, maybe that is the podcast genre.
Oh, you just mean a podcast.
A podcast. Oh, I see.
So, yeah, we'll be doing a little bit of a different structure to the game talk today. But other than that, yeah, pretty standard. So what you guys been up to this week?
Excuse me. I'm clearing
Well,
my throat a lot.
I've been celebrating a lot recently.
Yeah?
Like a lot. And it's not because of the new year coming up. It's because this podcast turned 9 years old
Oh, boy.
2 days ago from when we're recording. So I guess 9 days ago from when you're listening.
Yeah.
So I haven't actually been celebrating. I just noticed at work. I was like, oh, yeah, it's the podcast. It's the podcast birthday. That's fun.
I saw your billboard, though. I mean, you were really selling it. The
Yeah,
party.
well,
no
you
one
know.
showed up because of COVID. And
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? I bought a giant cookie cake. They had to decorate it from a helicopter and a fire hose.
Even then, a regular side, like a large pizza-sized cookie cake is still like $30.
Yeah.
$30 goddamn dollars.
I'll tell you what, the cookie companies got figured out.
People love cookies, and they can charge whatever they want.
Besides that, because they've also figured out that sometimes people in the mall just want a Coke, and they don't want to walk through the line and get. So they charge $2.99 or $1.99 for
They
like a
wring a
medium
sponge out on your tongue.
medium Coke, because they know you're going to walk right up and
Yeah.
get your Coke. Whereas if you want it and you don't want to pay that price, you're going to have to stand in the line at Chick-fil-A or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Forget
So,
that.
Yeah, I paid it because I wanted something to drink.
Our food court has basically just been boiled down to the always busy Chick-fil-A, a Chinese place, and the cookie company.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. I haven't been to the mall in a long time, like outside of Best Buy. I don't count Best Buy.
Yeah, because you don't actually have to go in the mall to go.
To me,
in
that's
there.
still just a store, even though it's
Attached
to the mall.
mall's ass.
where TGI or
Yeah.
where what was the restaurant that was there
I have
in that spot? It was
Kenny Rogers Roasters. I have no idea.
Ruby Tuesday.
Cubs
It used to be
Close.
Ruby Tuesday.
I remember going to that Ruby Tuesday.
Mhm. Yeah, I used to go there after work every night when I worked at the mall,
It
and
was
we'd
good.
all get really, really pissed.
Now it's Best Buy.
Yep. And I can't get nearly as drunk in there as I used to be.
Have you
The
tried?
salad bar sucks now, too.
It's a good point.
But we also have a Mexican place. It's like almost like a Los Amigos type thing up in the very front corner. That's still there somehow.
So is that really all that's left? Is that
there's a boba tea place?
There's a boba tea place, and there's a firehouse, or not a firehouse.
I was about to say, I'd know.
Auntie Anne's, Auntie Anne's.
The station.
That's still there?
The station is there.
What
You're
the
right.
fuck?
They
They have a
opened in
station
there.
in the mall?
Yep.
Yeah, they got
It's
it.
new.
They got the fuck out of my side of town.
Yep.
Yep.
Which was honestly fine because their other location was good, and then the one, I think it might have been like a staffing issue or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't very good. Like the orders were never right, and it was just like, okay.
Well, the one out at the mall, they've done a pretty good job of
Good.
getting in people coming in and eating. You're always seeing people in line and stuff. So they're probably not as busy as Chick-fil-A, but I'd say at least half as busy.
Chick-fil-A
as
is like
Which
always
to say
slammed.
it's a lot. I mean, yeah, Chick-fil-A is always busy.
Which is ridiculous considering that there is another Chick-fil-A within walking distance of that Chick-fil-A.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't call it walk. It would be a pretty long walk.
I mean,
But
you can
it's
walk
close.
anywhere. It's first come
You
could do
could
it.
probably see it from the front of the mall.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's the same side of town.
But both of them are always super fucking
slammed.
Just slammed all
Most
the time.
of the time it will be quick. It is quicker to go into the mall and get that Chick-fil-A than wait
It
in
is,
line at
absolutely.
the other one.
Well, when COVID first hit, I think I mentioned this on the show before, but they got the drive-through thing figured out, man.
Oh, yeah.
That was the most efficient. It was easier to get food from there then than it ever was before or since they
you're
stopped
very
doing
right.
it. They should have just kept doing it that way.
Ryan, being Tyler's brother fame, turned me onto the app, which is like crucial. It's crucial if you're going to get Chick-fil-A in town, use the app because like you can just order it and then just park and you can just look at this long line that's wrapped around the building and then someone just comes out to your car and gives you food.
Yep. That's
right.
the way I like it.
There we go.
And that turned me on to like food apps in general. Did I tell the story on the show about Taco Bell? Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, you did because you picked the wrong location.
Oh, you had to go to the wrong-
and had
yeah,
to go
yeah.
across town.
The Taco Bell on my side of town, for whatever, there's like 3 Taco Bells in town. The one that's closest to me just doesn't do it. They just don't participate in the app.
Maybe if you did it through the KFC app.
Maybe that'd be
Is there a
hilarious.
taco menu? See if there's a taco menu selection on the KFC app
Or it's like
for
I
that location.
I ordered like potato wedges from KFC. Do they still do those? I don't know.
No, they don't.
I haven't been.
They
I haven't
stopped doing 'em.
I haven't eaten KFC in a minute, but I ordered just I don't know green beans. They got green beans there.
Yeah.
I ordered a side of green beans at KFC, and then in the like special instructions, I just list all of the shit from Taco Bell that I want.
I want you to
One
try
enchilada. The one, dude, they don't even have enchiladas.
that. That's funny.
I don't know if I trust a Taco Bell enchilada.
Yeah, maybe not. Not so much.
The taco burger from the 90s.
Dude, man, there was this restaurant.
They're bringing that. No, it's the taco pizza. They're bringing back the Taco Bell taco
okay.
pizza next year.
Did Taco Bell have a taco burger? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, there was this place in my hometown in Louisiana called Taco Tico. And Taco
I know
Tico.
Taco
Yeah,
Tico.
Taco Tico.
Really?
I
They
also
had
know
one-
Taco Tico.
They had
Really?
one in the mall in Madisonville, Kentucky,
What the
where I
fuck?
lived for a while.
I did not know
and I was
that.
there all the time because I would go to my work with my dad on the weekends, and
Dude.
I always ate at Taco Tico.
Man, when I was like
So good.
5 years old, I loved Taco Tico.
Yeah.
And I was sad when it closed, because there's no more Taco Tico. So whenever I'd go to my, visit family in that hometown, it's like no Taco Tico anymore.
Yeah.
There's just the gas station po' boy now, which is still, it's great. But they had my favorite thing to get at Taco Tico was the taco burger. And I think it was just because at that time in my life, I was scared of tacos, but I was
Okay, yeah.
comfortable with hamburgers. I was a very unadventurous
I get that.
eater
Yeah,
as a
I get that.
small child, for sure. Bringing Happy Meals in the Chinese restaurants and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah. In our mall, back when they had it might have been where like Electronics Boutique is, but there was a place called Maze Walk in our mall.
I remember
long
Maze
ass time
Walk.
ago. That's where my mom I wouldn't eat Asian back then. So I would always get a McDonald's to go in that part of the mall, and then we'd walk over to Maze Walk and sit my mom and I. Then she would eat her Chinese, and I would eat my Happy Meal. So
thinking about that McDonald's in the mall, coming back to the food
McDonald's
court
on the planet.
It was yes,
it was filthy all the time.
You didn't love those slow moving fans just going.
Am I crazy, or did they always have streamers in there for some reason? Like, did I just invent that in my mind?
Was there a birthday party today?
I don't know.
Right,
About 6 months ago.
Right. It's like, they just leave them up, and then they like decay.
They'll come down eventually, because it was like Cleopatra style, like fans attached to very slow motors that it produced no wind.
Did nothing.
It just,
I remember that because the back, of course, the restaurant was kind of L-shaped, and the back part, the long part of the L, if you will, is where all the smokers.
Best part of the L.
That's where the smoking section was, and so I used to go back there and sit and smoke with everyone, and those fans wouldn't even move that smoke. The smoke would just go straight.
So was that like a fan store or something before McDonald's did?
No,
like,
I've never seen those at any other McDonald's.
Like, is that on the like when you? I'd like to buy into the McDonald's franchise, and like, would you like Cleopatra style fans? Or no.
No, I'll tell you why that McDonald's was in that mall when it opened. That was one of the flagship stores, was that McDonald's. So that was a design decision by somebody to buy those fans and hang them up in there.
Where do you think those fans are now?
Oh, God, who knows? Probably in the attic of the mall if such a thing exists.
It'd be great to put them in here.
Put them in here. I don't know if you can hear it, but we've got our fucking Cleopatra ceiling fans
It
going.
won't produce any wind, but the audio will somehow show up on the podcast.
Hello, AAA Storage. This is Dave from TADPOG. Yes, TADPOG. I know that you have...
You heard me.
Yes. I know that you have those Cleopatra-style fans from McDonald's from the 80s in your storage. Is that correct? We'd like to purchase those.
Because we used to have the big Long John Silvers that had all the full barge set up, giant rough ropes and
pirate ship.
So
Melissa's got a picture of us. No, it's because we ate there, like our first, like her and I going out by ourselves. We ate at Long John Silver's. And
How far did you get?
As far as to buy her a piece of chicken.
It's pretty good.
That place was
pretty good.
That place was pretty dark and secluded on the inside, though. You could probably get pretty far before anybody noticed. I remember I was there. I went there all the time.
I remember touching lots of boobs.
That's where I figured all my girls
Long John Silvers.
Skip the chicken, go right to the breast.
Ooh.
Taste that fish.
No.
That greasy fish.
That you can still taste 3 days later.
Oh, it's flaky.
I always want Long John Silver's fried fish because, man, those first 5 minutes.
It's great.
Oh, man, it's so fucking good. Oh, man, I get so fucking sick, though.
That's me with White Castle.
Sick.
Every time I have White Castle, I have too much White Castle because we don't have one. And I get excited and I order a suitcase of hamburgers. And then, like, fucking an hour later, I'm like, oh, shit, I have a lot of diarrhea in me.
I have a suitcase of diarrhea in me.
So happy birthday. Happy podiversary.
Happy podversary. Yeah.
We did it. No, everyone said you can't make it 9 years.
Oh, and this is our last episode.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, they're the same breath. They're like to say goodbye to everybody.
We're changing formats.
Right.
So it's actually
ending the show.
Which involves all of us leaving and then 2 new people coming in. And they're going to do whatever. I don't know. We sold it for like $100.
So today we're actually talking about La Mulana because that's our Tadpog Swan song.
I laughed so hard because I confused it with Mulan.
I
would rather do Mulan.
Well,
So
I'm happy today.
Yeah?
Are you happy?
Well, a couple of reasons.
You got those fans from that McDonald's.
That's those fans. I found them.
You lucky duck.
We know the people that run the McDonald's. They're clients of mine. I am going to call the office Monday and ask them if they still have those fans and can I have them, please?
Please.
I will do it.
Please.
I'm going to do it. I got a hookup over there that would actually hear me out.
You got a fan guy over there?
Woman.
A fan woman over
Yeah.
there. Sorry, I didn't mean to
No.
Assume the gender of the
I
fan
mean, she
person.
could be a fan guy. She's a fan person. No, I don't know, but I know this person will at least know the answer because she's been with them forever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll find out.
All right.
I'll find out what happened to those fans.
Okay, I've never met this fan woman before, but I'm imagining the caseworker from Beetlejuice.
No, she's not that old.
Okay. Yeah, I know what your fans are.
I've been talking to Big Dick Pie Baker,
Yeah,
Chris, and
about his big dick or his
about
pies.
that and his pies. I've been trying to get him to help me get a little gaming system, a little console, a little something to play games on, classic video games, if you will.
What are those?
Yeah, I don't know. So he was doing all this research for me, which is just awesome, and I thank you so much for that, dude. And he found this thing, this Retroid P2 Plus. It's like the 2.5 version of the Gen 2 model. It's a little handheld with a little 3-inch screen, runs Android.
Yeah.
This thing has been getting like rave reviews. Everybody that's played it loves it, puts it at the top of their list of like, handheld emulators. It's got output to HDMI. It can play all the way up to like, I want to say GameCube, and everything. So, but the real kicker is it's $99 for this thing. So I ordered one.
Yeah, that's not a bad price for something like that.
There's a couple of little gotchas with it, I think, that people have said, but nothing that can't be lived with or gotten around. So I'm excited to get that. Although the sort of caveat there is they're not even going to start shipping them until like February.
That's honestly
Is that not bad? I mean, I'm just anxious to get it, but
I understand.
I hope they're on schedule. I can wait because I think it's worth the wait. But
it looked cool. You sent over like the screenshots and all that, or the webpage, and they look cool. The reason I say that it doesn't seem February doesn't seem that bad is because like I was looking at the Analog Pockets, which is like it's way more expensive than that. Like the $100 price point, I feel like is really good.
Yeah, it's right on my budget.
Yeah.
Like I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to get anything because I didn't think I didn't want to spend too much.
Right.
Right now, it's just not a good idea. But that's a very good. If it's as good as they say, I feel like we got a good deal. He said he ordered one as well.
Yeah.
So when I get it, I'll bring it and we'll talk about it.
Nice, man. I'm excited to hear about it.
But yeah, a lot of things are like the Raspberry Pi boards and stuff. Those are going up in price and everything's. So in a time when everything's more expensive in that sort of genre, this felt right. So we'll see. I hope it's as good as everybody says it is because I'm excited for it.
The big question that I have is, come February, are you going to share it with Shmian or
Never?
Okay.
No.
All right. Good.
I don't share shit with him.
Good. All right. Good. Yeah, I wouldn't. I've never seen him wash his hands once.
Me neither. And I've known him a long time. He's just kind of a dick.
He's your dark passenger.
Shut up, Ian. The other reason I'm happy is because I got 2 Christmas presents to open.
Yeah.
I got gifts today
from
my friends.
So I brought a gift, and that gift is in that red bag. And if you do not like that gift, I have a backup gift. So you just be honest and let me know.
Okay. Well, let's open that one first then. Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
It's also a show reference.
That's nice.
Yes, I love this. I was at it's a Just Hamburgers t-shirt with the Red Zeppelin logo on it, which the Red Zeppelin, in case you don't remember, we've talked about in the past, is their cheeseburger sandwich between 2 Red's donuts.
Glazed donuts.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope I guessed your size correctly. If you didn't, that's my size, so I'll wear it. I'll get you your size. It should be a large unless they fucked me.
I'm generally an XL.
All right.
Because I'm tall, but this looks like it might fit me.
If it doesn't, let me know.
Well,
Because I'm serious. If it doesn't, I'll totally wear that shirt and I'll get you an extra large.
What's funny is I ate at Just Hamburgers tonight. I called in the order instead of going through the drive-thru.
Yeah.
So I went into the store for the first time and got it. I don't know how long. and they had the shirt in the case, and it was the one that looks like a Van Halen logo.
I saw that.
I almost bought it. It was a toss up between this and the Van Halen logo one, and then I decided, well, no, I'm not going to do that. And here we are. I got one anyway.
That's right. If
Thank
it does,
you.
You're welcome. If it doesn't fit, please let me know.
I'll trade out
Yeah,
with you.
we'll get
Sure.
you an extra large for sure.
Sweet. That is awesome. Yay. All right, what's this? This one's nice.
Dave,
and
I
heavy.
also got you a shirt,
Okay.
but in our house cleaning today, I lost it.
I shit
so
on it.
whenever
I used it as a
I
rag.
had to wipe my bidet drippings off with it. But
No, I get it.
Drippings.
Henry pisses on our bidet all the time. It's like, son, stop pissing on the bidet.
I need that to clean myself.
That's right. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't
touch
want
your
to
sticky-
thinking about your piss going in my butt.
Pee. All right,
so as soon as cleaning is done, I will give it. I will find it and give it to you.
You got me $9.99.
It's a very little inexpensive.
Oh,
shirt.
okay.
I just thought
got
like
you.
I'm gonna get that for Dave.
Is it a sequel to the Comic Sans sweatshirt?
I wish.
All right, I have this one now from Tyler. It's heavy. It's a heavy boy.
That's what they call me.
It's actually 200 Red Zeppelin T-shirts.
In size extra small. Oh, wow. Carolyn's Irish cream and a mug.
And a coffee mug.
Sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I dig it. I'll have that later.
Carolyn's gonna be pissed.
Took it right out of her house. You stole it out of the work fridge, didn't you? This is property of Carolyn.
Stop drinking my liquor.
Stop drinking my work
It
liquor.
also got dented in the cleaning process today.
Dang.
We just fuck shit up
How
cleaning
did you
everything.
clean?
No shit, man. It's fucking sparkling.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You are
I love
welcome.
that. You
Oh.
guys.
Carol Ann's.
Yeah, it's spelled Caroline. Maybe it's
Carolines?
Carolines.
Carolans.
Corolla. It's my favorite character from Xena.
Jedi Master Carolans.
Master of Terrascasi. What's up, Tyler? What's up with you?
Well, one of my family members outed themselves as a piece of shit in a big family Facebook group.
Uh-oh.
That was fun to be a part of.
Still on that Facebook, huh?
Mine's officially gone, by the way. I got the
Yay.
notification.
I got so lazy this week on posting the episode on Facebook because it was like, and I felt kind of bad because Backlog Banisher Dane, like, goes through effort to make those videos for YouTube, which I do very much appreciate, Dane. But I've been taking those videos, downloading them, and uploading them to Facebook as posts. But that takes forever, and I hate checking back later in the day to see if it posted. So this week I'm just like, nope, we're doing it fucking 2016 style. Copied a URL, posted that motherfucker on the page. We're done. I'm out. 5 minutes. Sorry.
That sounds pretty good.
Sorry. So yeah, family.
So, because we've been planning. So, I mean, I guess last year I found out my cousin on my dad's side who was mocking the death of Breonna Taylor. So, blocked him, got done with that piece of shit. So, another piece of shit revealed himself on my mother's side. So, we were talking about, they made a Facebook event for my mom's family side Christmas about getting together. And then so we had a big group chat and then like the event. So, in the group chat, it's like 20 of us on the chat trying to coordinate what we're going to bring, where we're going to go, and blah, 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 blah. And my uncle's son, because my mom is the youngest of 4. She was the surprise baby. My grandmother had her when she was 40.
Oh.
So the rest of the
You
family
said
is
that
quite
like
a bit
that's
older.
old or something. I don't understand.
It's old to have a baby at 40.
So they're all a lot older than me.
Yeah.
The rest of the family. So my first cousin, who is still like he's retired, older guy, he posts that his daughter's stepfather was exposed to COVID. And she's at home with him and she's quarantined. Does anybody care if she comes to Christmas?
Yes,
So-
we do.
Yeah. Let's not do that.
So I say, yep. Jack is, immunocompromised, chronic lung damage. COVID would be like the worst thing he could get. So, yeah, if you guys are gonna go, then I'm out. And then my other cousin, who is my aunt's daughter, she's a pharmacist, and she chimes in because her father is actively dying. He had COVID last year, never really got over it. Now he has cancer. He's in very poor health. She was like, he can't be around that. So, yeah, I got to say I'm not comfortable with it either. Well, then like no one says anything for a while, and she's like, "Oh, but are you vaccinated? Is she vaccinated? That will matter. Is she vaccinated?" So once vaccinated is said in the chat,
Christmas was canceled.
Fucking shit is on.
So long, Christmas. You never stood a chance.
So then, shitbag cousin's like, she is not, and I am not, and we will not be, and you guys are fucking sheep. You are idiots. I mean, just huge fucking thing.
Merry Christmas.
Sounds like Christmas got COVID.
So yeah, of course, then my cousin, she jumps in. She's like, you know the health that my dad's in right now. Like, honestly, if you don't want to do you, but really, I'm not comfortable. I know he's not. So if you're gonna be in attendance, we won't be. So he calls her a piece of shit. He's going off on her. It's all a hoax. It's all bullshit. Why would you even come anyway? So then he's like, it's all about her name, and he's like, and the Hollands. So then I'm like, all right, fuck you, asshole. So then I get on just like, dude, like I lost one son. I'm not going to lose the other. And then I start going on, and then he does the same thing, and he does not back off at all. Like, he's talking shit about Jack. He's talking shit about me. It's just like, what the fuck? The rest of the family, like, every now and then somebody will chime in. Somebody will leave the group. Somebody will do X, Y, and Z.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I would have been the guy leaving the group.
Yeah, that would have happened too.
Normally that's me, but at that point I was just
you're
like,
invested
fuck.
in this. You can't just
like,
leave.
Yeah, because it's like, fuck you, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And also last year his mother died from COVID. So then I was holding that back until he says that, and I was just like, dude, your mom died from COVID. What is wrong with you? You don't make any sense. You don't make any fucking sense. There's no proof that my mother died of COVID. She was at the hospital I work in with COVID. Like, I know. I saw the medical record.
Please, everybody, ignore the HIPAA violation that just happened on our podcast.
I didn't say your name. I've said nobody's name.
Oh, good.
This is true.
Facebook person.
So it's just like, then he keeps going on about what idiots we all are, and then I call him out, and we're going back and forth, talking shit. And during that time, his dad calls my mother. He's crying, because he's like, I don't know what's wrong with him. He apparently, like, after his mother died, he stopped talking to his dad, and he's like, yeah, he's probably drunk. He's drinking a whole lot. So then my mom calls me and tells me that. So it's like, oh, thank you for the ammunition. So then I have to start calling him out about being drunk, so which he gets more defensive because he's eventually roundaboutly admits, yes, I'm very drunk right now.
But that is not in any way factoring into the things that I'm saying or doing.
Till eventually my mom comes in. Christmas is canceled. We're not doing it. It's all off.
Called it.
Good answer.
Yeah, I could read the writing on the wall there.
Yeah. And then like that
is a good answer.
His brother chimes in like, dude, I'm vaccinated. All my kids are vaccinated. Like, it's not even a political thing anymore. I don't get it. I don't want to be there. And then everybody was like, it's off. Yep, it's off. We're not going. We're not going. And then he keeps posting big fucking things about what idiots we all are, and no one just responds. Then I left. So
we avoided that, but it could have easily happened with my wife's side of the family.
Yeah.
It's kind of an extended family. Her father remarried probably 5 years before he died, and he married a woman who has like 5 daughters, and they're all grown, and they all have families, and they're all, whatever.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of anti-vaxxers in that group. And
he's the first one I've seen be that bad on either side of my family when it comes to that.
When it come up last year and this just past Christmas, that we usually go up there to see them at Christmas time on Christmas Eve or something and hang out for a few hours, see all the kids, hang out, have a good time, because they're great people. I really like them. But we just opted to say, sorry, we can't make it this year because we didn't want to get into that exact situation because are you vaccinated? Well, hell no. And I'm not going to be. And
I will not take the jab.
That's the reaction that we would have gotten probably from some people. And we would have had to be the ones to say, well, we don't want to be around you if you're not vaccinated because we have a grandson. He's yet to be vaccinated. And we just don't want that trouble. So we just sort of quietly made our regrets and said, we won't be able to make it this year, but we didn't say why. In other words, we didn't try to get into that because we knew that exact fucking thing would have happened, and I don't want to be at odds with those people because I like them. I just
I'll never see that cousin ever again.
Probably not.
I got lots of messages from the rest of my family being like, "Hey, I'm glad you stood up for yourself and stood up for Jack." And
that's
fuck that guy.
That's
It's like,
inappropriate.
It sucks. I'm sorry you had to go through that with family.
I'm glad when, if anything, this whole time has been good at having the people who are complete pieces of shit out themselves.
Yeah.
So, and then it turns out like, oh, his wife actually had COVID. So if we had actually went with them, he absolutely would have spread it. Like no doubt. Once we found out, it's like, yeah, you would have fucked all of us over. Had you not shown your ass,
especially your immunocompromised young son.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awful. Well, it's good though that was avoided. I'd have hated for something to happen because of someone being irresponsible.
But yeah, that was my fun Christmas drama. So
I had some drama at work today with someone I haven't met yet, so it barely counts. But we did have to lock the doors because someone's abusive husband came around. Yeah.
Ooh, fuck.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
When that stuff shows up at work.
Yeah. That was like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't see any of this or anything, but yeah, apparently it was like, yeah, okay, we're gonna lock the doors.
So they didn't all come to you and say, we need you to go kick this guy's ass.
No, they know better than that.
Yeah.
A lot of them are bigger than me, man.
They know better. They know I'd kill him.
Yeah. They know I can't hold back.
I only know how to murder. I had to study underwater for 7 years to learn this shit, man. I can kill a man with a pimento, man, right there. Just like, bing, you're dead.
But they definitely come and get me when like boxes need to be moved or something.
Yeah.
So, I'm not the kicking ass kind of guy. I'm the can you move those boxes from there to there?
Yeah, that's me only reaching stuff on the shelf. Yeah, I get it.
But it's weird because you're tall and I'm not strong. So
had two separate incidents today of people that I'm close to very likely about to get seriously scammed. We have a friend who
they almost get vaccinated or something. I don't understand.
They bought some of them fake vaccination cards. We have a friend who she's a single mom. She's young. She's in her late 20s, and she's always reaching out to Tanya for advice. And today she's looking for a job that she can do from home. And she doesn't have a great skill set, but there's all kinds of like work from home situations that you can just start as long as they'll train you. And
yeah, right.
It's easy to do and makes a little money, right? So she's like, okay, they tell me that they want my bank information, my account number and my routing number to be able to pay me. Which is understandable.
Right.
You can provide that to an employer for payment.
Yeah,
that's how I get paid.
That's happened. Same.
And that they were going to send her some money to buy some supplies that she needs, so they need access to her account to be able to make sure that she uses the money in the right way. And I said she had sent all this in a text.
How about a receipt?
Well, there you go. She sends this in a text to Tanya, and Tanya's asking me about it. And I said, all right, ask her to say exactly what they requested. She says, They wanted my bank account number, my routing number, and my bank account username and password. I said, that is a no. That is a hard no. If she has given them that information, she needs to change that information now. Immediately. So she ended up having to close her account and reopen another account.
Oh, no.
She didn't get robbed, fortunately. But I'm like, God bless it. How do you not? If the rule of thumb is, if anyone ever asks you for your username and password that isn't authorized to have it. Like, I have to ask that sometimes in my job. Like, I'll speak to an end user and I'll say, okay, I'm going to get into their account to look at what's wrong, or I'm working on their computer remotely and they're not able to get into their computer remotely. I'll say, okay, what's your password? And then after they'll tell me, I'll get in and I'll be like, now I recommend you change your password, But
what do you mean? It's God.
It's safe with us because we're obliged to be obviously careful with that information. But I said, just that's the silliest thing when someone says, and they said they wanted my username. I'm like, are you 95 years old? Are you on Social Security and you're trying to get someone trying to scam you out of your pension?
Oh, it's like my grandma doing that.
You are a almost 30-year-old woman. Come on. No, don't give them your password, dummy. And so anyway, I think we saved her from being scammed. Then there's another friend of ours who is apparently involved with someone on Instagram who has been getting into conversations with someone on Instagram, and he is married. I'm not getting into who that is, and that's
Fig 8.
Not a good
Make you cry.
Not a good choice, but it's not my place to judge. I don't do that. But he's like
I want more details.
I need to read some logs.
Man, I'm interested in this one now.
I can give you details offline. But anyway, he's like asking, can I help? Again, through my wife, because my wife is apparently who everybody comes to, even if they want to ask me something.
Okay.
And it's like, you've got my number. Why don't you just ask me something?
You're extremely unapproachable.
Apparently.
You're always mean. I don't, so.
He says.
It's a joke.
Okay. All right. He says.
Schmian's who you avoid.
Schmian is the guy. Stay away from that guy. Don't tell him anything.
He was super good at Quake too, but fuck him otherwise.
He'd beat you at Quake, be like, what's your password?
What's your routing number and your password?
If I kill you 20-0, you have to give me your password.
Okay. Now he was like trying to ask if there was any way for me, because I know computers, so therefore I must be a hacker.
Yeah.
I know this. This is Unix. I know this.
I'm in.
You gotta have I'm in. It wants me to find out if I can find out if he's being catfished.
Oh, right. And you were immediately like, you are being catfished.
I said that. I told her. I said, tell him he is because I saw the pictures of this person, number one, and it's just the most cookie cutter Instagram thirst trap you've ever seen in your life. I said, tell him he is absolutely getting catfished right now. And even if he isn't, he is. Just get out of this. Yeah. Don't send them any money. Don't agree to meet. Just end this.
All right, ma'am,
now.
I've downloaded his BIOS and hacked it. I'm in, and
hacked his BIOS.
I popped a CMOS battery.
Got right past that password. Just undid the encryption. Like you do. I've almost got it. That's another good one.
Yeah.
I
need 2 more minutes. Buy me some time.
But yeah, I don't know if he's going to heed that advice, but
man, you did your best.
I said what I could. I'm like, yes. Yeah. I didn't even before I even saw the pictures of this supposed woman. I said, yeah, he's being catfished for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Has she said her actual name and like where in Paducah she lives?
Sure.
No,
I don't even know who this person is. I don't know who either of these parties are, but I know he's being catfished.
Definitely. And I told her to tell him that verbatim.
Was this on a dating app? No. Oh, you're being catfished.
You messaged that guy, I know you're catfishing her. I want half, or I blow this whole thing up.
And then I message him and be like, I am a catfish.
Glub, 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 glub.
Well, and it's funny to me that he's like, if you know enough about catfishing to be able to ask the question, then you should be smart enough to realize that the answer is always yes.
Well, I think probably kind of, hold on a little hope there, right? I mean,
I get it. I mean, you don't always think straight when you think something like that's going on.
Sometimes I think you probably even are. You're just like, yeah, I'm probably being catfish, but what if?
You want to hold on to that little
right
1% chance that you're not. Yeah, well, I am particularly close to this person, so I just absolutely do not want to see something bad happen.
No, that would be that'd be less than ideal.
Anyway, yeah. Those are the people that hopefully got saved from being ripped the fuck off.
Well, one of
2
them
days
for
after
sure.
Christmas. Yeah, for sure. She was about to have her, and she didn't have much money anyway, but even a little bit of money is a lot of money to someone who doesn't have any money.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she'd have been in big trouble. If it was when the words username and password came up, I'm like, nope, no. Go right. She lives near us, and I almost went to her house and don't do it.
Get the SWAT robot.
Have you seen
snipers? We need snipers.
Have you seen that Jimmy Kimmel on the Street thing where they make a big sign of like the 10 most common passwords in the United States?
No.
And they're going to people on the street saying, these are the 10 most common passwords. Are any of these yours? And they're all like, oh yeah, that's my password right there. Yeah, I use that one for everything.
These are the 10 most common routing numbers in the United States. Is any one of these yours?
I couldn't list my routing number to you right now if you had a gun to my head. Like, can I call my wife? you wait, give me a minute.
Hold on, let me check my text with my mom where I ask her what it is. Hold on.
Check my Google search. This bank's routing number, because I have to do it every fucking time.
This was me at work filling out the paperwork. All right, I have to text my wife about that one. Okay, all right, got that answer. Hey, it's me again.
Hey, it's me, it's Dave, it's your husband.
What is my social security number? I've never heard of this thing before. I'm hoping that you have.
Do you know your wife's social security number?
No.
I know mine.
That's good. That's good.
But I've also been with her for near on 30 years.
Since she got it.
Yeah. Not too far after she got it. Since 18 years after she got it.
Well, you guys want to take a break?
Let's take a break. Come back. Talk about the game we haven't even mentioned yet.
Oh, it's a surprise for everybody.
Yeah. It's intentional.
All a part of the plan.
Okay.
We're back.
We're back.
Yep.
So today we will be talking about DinoCity.
Damn it, I was going to say let's fight over who gets to say it first, because every fucking video I've seen on this game, and what bothered me the most is I can't, like, this is such a low fucking hanging fruit joke. It was in my head, and then I watched Sneshrunk's video, I was like, fuck, he used the DinoCity joke. Well, let me watch this JonTron video. Fuck! He says it like 8 times. I got nothing, Jerry.
Because it rhymes with atrocity.
God. So it literally in my notes, I'm like, all right, let's figure out who gets to say DinoCity first.
Scratch that off.
Sorry, didn't you go all Tuscan Raider there for a minute?
Do you hear that, Dave?
I don't hear that. This is a video game. This is a platforming video game published and developed by IREM that came out in 1992 for the Super NES.
So let's start out with, it's box art.
The box art.
So looking at the box art.
Good place to start.
So let's lay out one expectation of this game. We see, randomizers like, hey, DinoCity, We look it up. Here's the box art. We've all seen it. What do we expect from this game?
I think first we need to paint a picture of this box art in the listener's mind who may not have, who may be driving on the interstate right now, and they're like, "What do you mean it's a T-Rex in a leather jacket?" Which is, I guess, my first stroke of the paintbrush.
And then there's a T-Rex in a leather jacket, and then there's what looks like somebody who doesn't know what skaters in the 90s look like.
Is this not what the
Drew the
skaters in the
picture.
90s?
It looks like Mike, what's his name, from Start Ropics.
Oh, Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
Hit Mike Jones up on the low.
The only thing missing is the skateboard.
There is a skateboard.
There is?
He is.
there is.
Yeah,
The
no,
skateboard.
they got it.
No, you're right.
They got
Yes,
it. He's
okay.
sitting. Okay, so it is a 90s kid with a hat. 90s kid sitting on a skateboard. He's got red
Haley
chucks
Joe
on.
Osment, if you will.
That's very good. It is like an aged Haley. You know, like imagine him at like 17.
Yeah.
He's wearing a backwards hat, and he's got his, I assume, Sony brand Walkman.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Discman.
yeah, oh man, those
Probably
gotta
a
get
Discman.
gotta get the buffer on the Discman. You know,
You
get that
do.
5-second buffer.
Skid
Oh,
protection, man.
Skid protection.
Yeah.
Yeah. How else can I listen to Crash by Dave Matthews Band when I drive recklessly home from school? That's what I like to drive angry to. And then he is in front of.
Laying down like he's
Like Mr. Burns style from that one where he's
I was
talking
gonna say
on the
Kate
phone.
Winslet when he's about to be painted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, paint me like one of your French
Your
girls.
French dinosaurs.
He is in a. Not only is it a
What's like
leather
a raptor,
jacket,
right?
it's like a.
He's a T-Rex.
He's kind of like a T-Rex, but he's got like human features. So
And,
it's
and
he's-
pretty long arms for a T-Rex.
Yeah, he's anthropomorphic T-Rex. So he's got like a T-Rex head, but like the rest of his body is like a green human's. And not only is he wearing a leather jacket, which looks like a biker leather jacket.
A
This is
Fonzie jacket.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
Dino Fonzie.
Yeah, this yeah. If John Travolta were to play a T-Rex, he would look a little something like this. But not only is he wearing that jacket, it's purple. It's like a dark purple jacket. He has.
They don't have cows over there. It's something different.
I mean, it's like a mammoth or something. He is wearing what appears to be pump sneakers. The dinosaur is.
They're awful thick. They look pumped up.
And he is also wearing like the kind of Oakleys you'd expect to see at like a fishing tournament.
Only not on a hat.
Right. Yeah, he's actually wearing them. And then the thing that I can't tell is what is in his hand. I know it's not a flask. It is probably also a Sony Walkman.
I think
it
it
is.
is. You're right.
So they're listening to music.
Because he's laying back. The kid's leaning against him. They're chill. They're best friends.
Yeah. The kid has his thumb. He's giving the thumbs up. And the most disconcerting thing about this is now I know this is a low res image, but the T-Rex's teeth look like they are flat.
Yeah,
like,
they're Barney teeth.
yeah, Barney teeth. Yeah.
And also the typeface for the game looks like wingdings.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's 90s the fuck up.
It is. It's the most 90s thing I've seen in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first impression I got from that art, I thought it was
Please
going to be a
tell me.
skateboarding game.
Yeah.
Real? Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
It just reeked of early
Okay.
90s skateboarding to me, and I figured they were going to somehow incorporate dinosaurs. I just figured that's what it would be. I don't know if I thought it was going to be a platform. I figured it would be a platformer, especially when I found out it was based on a movie. But I figured it was skating. So it was not a skating.
I kind of
skateboarding
like that
game.
idea. I like that probably better than a platformer, honestly. A skateboarding game where you
or
get to
die.
choose your
What was-
own dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, skate or die. Mhm.
Only you do it with dinosaurs in the jungle or wherever they live.
Well, they're chilling. The boy
They're on the desert or
yeah, they're in the mesa. This is truly what's at Area 51. Anthropomorphized dinosaurs.
Anthropomorphized skateboarding dinosaurs.
So I figured it would be a platformer because that's a good gamble. Roll the dice. Anything on the SNES, probably gonna be a platformer. But I would have thought, okay, this cool skateboarding kid skateboards through a portal, slides through. He's in a desert outside a giant steampunky dinosaur city. Basically, he falls through a portal into whatever new DinoCity from the Mario movie in the 90s. It's like where dinosaurs have evolved into humans, and that dinosaur befriends him to try and get home, and they go through zany adventures where the kid's having to like maneuver and escape, platform through the city, and the dinosaur's helping him try to get home or some shit.
Yeah. Well, and I want to touch on that after Dave gives us his first impression.
I knew what it was. So
you already knew.
Yeah, so it's a tough one because I had to look into this game because Tyler, a long time ago, you shared this box art with me, and it was like, look at this shit. I'm like, fucking, I know. I know, because I love dinosaurs so much.
DinoCity, I know.
I know. It's such a DinoCity. When will they apologize for this DinoCity? Because I like dinosaurs so much, I was kind of like sensitive to all the dinosaur entertainment that was out there, and I remember legitimately being offended when I saw this. Like this is around the same age. Like I'm kind of aging out of it, It's 1992, so I'm like 11 years old, and it's kind of like, well, I like dinosaurs 4 years ago, but I still kind of secretly like, if it's a good dinosaur thing, if it's a Jurassic Park, I'm fucking in. But if it's anthropomorphized cool guy T-Rex in the desert wearing his Oakleys, I'm out. I'm out. That's a hard pass for me. So,
well, you had given us some resources throughout the course of the week on this game, and one of those was a link to the movie.
Yeah, that this game is based on.
This movie is called Dinosaurs, a.k.a. Adventure in Dinosaur City.
That's right. Which is free. You can watch it for free on YouTube.
I watched it.
And I suggested everybody do it.
I watched the whole thing.
I watched 40 minutes. And Ian.
Yeah.
Ian. I was like, man, I'm going to make this a fun event. I'm going to pop some popcorn. I'm going to chill in bed. Nikki and I are going to watch Adventures in Dinosaur City. And I got to admit, for 20 minutes, it was very fucking funny.
It was.
And then it became like a marathon that I couldn't finish because I kept looking at the clock. I was like, I have to be up in how many hours? Okay, fuck. All right, I'm going to hold. The popcorn's going. Oh, shit, we're running out of fuel. And I passed the fuck out about 40 minutes in.
I watched it today at work because we had a slow day. I watched the entire thing. And I have facts.
All right,
if you'd
please.
like me to talk about the movie,
fucking yes,
for just a minute,
please, God, please.
The thing is based on the story of there's three kids in the story,
right?
And the youngest of the three, I'm thinking he's probably maybe 11. Maybe 12.
Their age ranges are fucking wild in that movie.
Because the girl,
she looks like she's 30.
25, yeah.
She's 30, and they're like, here's some glasses, pigtails, okay.
Right, they do that.
You're definitely not a porn star that we're just hired.
They do that, and later, when she loses the glasses and the pigtails, she looks like she's 30. Because I think she fucking is. There's no way she's an actual teenager.
No, there's no fucking way.
This kid is obsessed with this cartoon called Dinosaurs, and he wants to watch. They're in his room. They're going to watch this video of this cartoon that he loves. And the fucking thing that got me right off the bat was they show the opening to this cartoon, the opening sequence, right?
Right.
And at some point, it's just all this crazy caveman shit happening, and they're playing the music, all of which was composed and animated originally for this movie. They actually, seems like they put a little money into this movie.
Dude, it wasn't on the fucking costumes. I can tell you that much. Shit.
Even those costumes would have cost a budget movie a lot of money.
Oh, man, they fucking wasted that money. They wasted that money.
So in this cartoon, it's like all this crazy caveman shit going on, and they're in a car, like a stone caveman car, and
legally distinctly different than the Flintstones car.
They drive this car past this great big galoot of a caveman, and there's a little guy next to him, right? A little bitty guy. And the woman sticks her head out the back of the car, right? And looks at him and like winks at him or whistles, and so the big goofy caveman, the big guy, gets all fucking and grabs the fucking little guy's neck and literally starts jerking it off. Like he is literally. He's like he's seeing this, and the first thing that comes to mind is him jerking off.
Dude, I am so glad this resonated with you because that
was so obvious.
It was so obvious, and it went on forever. It was like a looped animation that went on for like 8 fucking.
And the little guy threw up, and it was appropriate.
It was 10 seconds if it was anything.
Oh no, it's fucking crazy long.
I mean, it was like. This wasn't implied.
No.
This was the actual. This guy's jerking off to her. That's. I mean. So anyway,
and it was also the moment in the movie where, because like going into this, I was like, oh, this is a kid's movie. Maybe I'll watch it with Henry, see what he thinks.
Nope.
And then I got to that point in the movie, I was like, fucking thank God I'm watching this with my lovely wife, who is. Not enjoying this very much.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's a pretty bad movie.
Yeah, because that shit happens within the first 3 minutes of the movie. I mean, it's right there at the fucking beginning. This thing is full of sexual innuendos and bad puns. I mean, that makes the Flintstones look. You know, the Flintstones, everything's a pun, a dino pun.
It's a living.
It's a living. This shit went on and on and on throughout this movie. They were constantly using the word extinct or fossil or, you know, just whoever wrote this was just...
Slap me some claw.
Now...
Have you seen the Johnny Bravo? I think I might have sent it to both of you, where Johnny Bravo's on a plane. Gimme claw. He's on a plane, and he pulls out a little thing that says, pull in case of evil clown. And he pulls it, and... poof, appears a sexy clown going, hey. So he grabs her, picks her up, takes her into the bathroom, and hits occupied. And you can hear a squeaking noise.
Oh, my God. Like her little squeaky nose.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, I'm gonna fuck this clown thing.
So Johnny Bravo was fucking brilliant. Johnny Bravo worked on so many different levels because it's like, it worked for a lot of people who were like, oh, Johnny Bravo's awesome. I want to be like Johnny Bravo. But it also worked on a level where it's like, Johnny Bravo's a fucking idiot.
Yes.
So it's like
Take it either way.
Both of those parties could enjoy.
So back to dinosaurs or Adventures in Dinosaur City.
Adventures in Babysitting.
The tagline of the movie was absolutely, it was long before there were turtles, the world was ruled by dinosaurs. So I mean, you're literally firing shots at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Get the fuck out. You failed. You missed.
Yeah. You missed Smart Egg Productions, who I'm sure we're all familiar with in 2021.
I looked up the director. He hasn't done, he's done like 4 things ever. He stopped in like 1993.
They executed him.
Probably. None of the actors have ever done anything else. They didn't even have a Wikipedia entry for the woman that played Jamie, the girl in there. It's bad. There is a cantina scene in this movie. With a full-blown dance number and more original music.
Jabba's there.
A fight scene between the Rockies and the dinos. And the Rockies are the Neanderthal men, and the dinos were these dinosaurs that walk around and look like people with dinosaur heads
with
on.
masks, dinosaur masks on.
There was that fight scene was complete with a lost my glasses moment with the girl,
which was straight out of Scooby-Doo,
crawling around on the floor. I wrote this down, crawling around on the floor, Velma style, before Mick, the other boy in their party, steps on them and breaks.
Yeah,
so now she's glasses-less.
Literally saying, my glasses, I can't see without my glasses. Like, I mean, they just took it from Scooby-Doo.
I said the puns never stopped. I said that. It was like watching a 1.5 hour episode of the Flintstones, only not as funny. The whole gimme claw thing.
Yeah.
When they want to give each other 5, they say gimme claw.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm surprised White Claw hasn't approached Smart Egg Productions.
Exactly. At one point, Jamie, the young lady who plays the girl in the party,
the single mother who plays the teenager,
mom who plays the teenager, who I'm assuming is supposed to be around 13 or 14 in the movie. She's clearly older than that. I wrote. She is used as a seductive decoy to take out a couple of the Rockies that are guarding the entrance to the castle.
I fell asleep at this point.
You would have. It was near
So
the
even if
end.
she's not 30, let's
still
in movie the 13-year-old girl.
Exactly.
Well, to be fair, in dinosaur years, she's 60.
I mean, it was just shit like that throughout the movie. I was uncomfortable with that part because we're supposed to think she's a teenage girl, and they use her in that way.
Dude.
And they don't like. She's obviously clothed and everything else, but she's, lifts up her little bare skin thing to show more leg, and it's just really awkward and uncomfortable.
Yeah, that sounds gross as shit.
I hated that.
So, every fucking dinosaur in this movie is super fucking horny, and like the cavemen too. Like, I mean, it's weird watching a movie like this and being like, oh yeah, that's right. This is what movies were like when I was a kid.
Right.
Have you seen Clan of the Cave Bear where Daryl Hannah gets raped in a field? Yeah, it's fine.
No, but that's a
That's
TADPOG
cavemen.
staple right there. We can't talk about cavemen without talking about that.
Well, and that the fucked up thing is, yes, that's how movies were made when you were a kid,
Yeah.
and yes, it was geared towards you
Yeah,
as a
no,
kid.
it's fucking
in that-
wild.
at
It
that
is
age.
insanity.
At one point, Mick, one of the kids, goes to shake
Mick Foley.
Rex's hand. Rex is
wish.
the big dinosaur hero, the leader of. His father was the king of the dinosaurs and was kidnapped by the big bad, and now Rex is like leading a rebellion against this guy, right?
Right.
Well,
They take a little from Star Wars.
a little bit, a little bit. At the end, they're parting ways, and Mick goes to shake hands with Rex, and Rex's hand is a human hand. And then in the very next scene, he's got his fucking claws back on.
Prop Master couldn't figure out how to make this claw open. So
Yeah, exactly. And then
The fist bump hadn't been invented yet, so what were they going to do?
the dinosaur claw was us the whole time.
there is no dinosaur claw. The last thing I wrote, there were 2 original songs in this movie, one called I Know a Place and another called Primitive Man. Both were performed by Jane Weedland of the Go-Go's.
What the fuck?
She had a very brief solo career when the Go-Go's parted ways in the late or the
Making
early 90s.
dinosaur music?
And she she wrote and performed these songs for this movie,
No.
and they are fucking terrible. And if anybody that knows me knows that I am a massive fucking Go-Go's
So
fan.
definitely get that on vinyl for Ian.
Ooh.
So what you're saying is she needs to stop.
Oh, they were bad. Because the credits were scrolling. I was
I
finishing
fell
up
asleep
something.
before these, I think.
I was finishing up something, and the song kicked on while the credits were scrolling.
Yeah.
I was like, Christ, this song is awful. And then I was like, wait a minute, I recognize
Oh,
that
no.
voice. So I scrolled to the end, and sure as shit, Jane Weedland. And I'm like, no!
What was the after credit sequence like?
There wasn't one.
Rex will be back in Dinopolis.
Well, and it's funny, too, because at the end, they make their way. Because in the beginning of the movie, the whole thing is their parents are scientists, and I don't even know what the fuck they were working on. I couldn't figure
Something
that
like
out.
transports oranges across dimensions or
Yeah,
something.
like that. And they leave, and the kids get the idea in their head that they want to watch this fucking perverted ass cartoon on the great big TV in the parents'
Which,
lap.
hold on,
Yeah,
I don't like the tone you use when you said perverted ass cartoon, because as a loyal viewer of perverted ass cartoons, I'm offended.
Well, okay.
But I watch good ones, not caveman
not
ones.
it.
It's hentai and it's art.
It's for kids, y'all. Anyway, they sneak into the lab and they try to watch the cartoon on the big
'Cause,
TV.
yeah, it's
and he
big.
picks up this remote control. Oh, there's another thing I wanted to mention. He picks up this remote control and pushes the button, and they get zapped into this fucking world. The 3 of them get pulled
Perfect.
through a vortex, kind of like what you were saying, Tyler, with your
There has to be a
theory
portal.
that there's a portal
Right.
somewhere, right? And
There's
they
always a
end
portal.
up there.
There's always a lighthouse.
And they go their adventure starts, but at some point about halfway through the film, and I don't know if you saw this, the kid figures out that somehow he can fucking manipulate time with the remote control that
No,
he
I
used.
did not see that.
So now he
Click
can,
was stolen.
yes, he can pause. So they get into this big
Oh,
fight.
God.
So he pauses the fight, or he rewinds when the cavemen are running at them.
Man.
And then the big leader dinosaur's like, I must have this power. So they take the batteries out of the remote control. So when the kid gets caught, he can't do anything with it. And then they rescue him and put the batteries in the remote. And they use that remote to just vaporize the fucking bad guy. He pushes a button and the big bad just disappears.
Yeah, you know that button on your remote? You never figure out what it does?
All button.
That's the God mode button. That's the BFG button.
It was.
It's that one with the symbol of Thor's Dune on it. The entry button that just.
It was more. It was. The movie was bad. It got even worse when that remote control thing happened.
Yeah,
how could you? When did you come up with this? So that's what this game is based on, and it doesn't really have much at all to do with what happens in the movie, other than some of the plot points that they just sort of threw into the game as to make sure that it was tied in somehow, I guess.
Two things that I want to say about the movie, because I feel we're naturally kind of segueing off of that. But two things I fucking have to point out.
Please.
First, in that cantina scene where a fight breaks out, this is just further evidence that like the fucking shit that was geared to us as children were fucking over-sexualized, like wildly. So they go in this cantina.
I mean, and it is like they took the cantina scene
from Star Wars.
From Star Wars
immediately
it's
like,
obvious.
oh, they saw Star Wars one time.
So B. Arthur's there.
She would have fit right in under the circumstances.
Oh man, it'd be so good.
It would have been better.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
She'd have been the one singing.
Yeah.
Or if she'd have been the big, like, over-sexualized female dinosaur that was like,
ding, 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 ding. You have zoned in on what I was going to talk about.
Do it.
There is a fucking dinosaur lady in this movie, in the cantina. They enter, and she's like, you. And she grabs the young boy and smashes
She
his
has large dinosaur tits.
large,
Of course.
the largest dinosaur tits.
and all the makeup.
Oh, yeah.
And she looks like the girl Gremlin.
Yeah, yeah, she does look like the. Well, hold up, but less sexy. When they walk in, there is a dinosaur sex worker who is like looking for a good time to these children. These children. I don't understand if they were smart. Egg was like, well, we got to throw in some jokes for the parents who are
Give me the mammal's milk. Yeah.
God. There's
Oh,
I needed to be in on the meeting where they discussed this shit because I want to know the thought
there
process.
was none. There was
probably
none.
right.
Mr. Epstein has very specific notes about this movie.
A dude showed up to set with a wheelbarrow full of dinosaur masks, and the director was like, all right.
That's cool.
I'm going to write a movie around this right now.
It's not pedophilia if it's a dinosaur doing it.
Oh, God. And then the other thing, I got so fucking wrapped up talking about those big dinosaur tits, I totally forgot what the second thing I want to say was. But that's okay. It wasn't important.
It was and I think what surprised me the most is that this movie had at least enough traction to get a video game made after it.
Yeah.
It's so fucking bizarre.
It's weird because
so
I've never
weird.
heard of this movie, and then I watched it, and now I know why. But you'd think that something like that would have been on, basic cable at 3:00 in the morning, but not to have a video game made after it.
What's also weird about it, I don't know the development history of this game,
There's none to be found.
but IREM developed it, and it was released in Japan first. So, which is very weird to me because I think Smart Egg, that's a French production studio.
Really?
So I don't know. It leads me to believe, and my fucking headcanon is that the Adventures in Dinosaur City was wildly popular in Japan in 1991.
I could see how it might be because they may have a completely different take on it than I do, but man, it had to be the case because Jesus, this is
something.
It was
Or
something
IREM
else.
bought Smart Egg or something, and they were like, "Oh, they made this fucking dinosaur movie."
Well, the art for the Super Famicom version is completely different than what we got over here.
I think it's a lot better.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, it's a lot better.
I mean, in general, I feel like in that era, the Japanese box art was way better. Because, I also feel like marketing video games to us was a lot more juvenile and maybe less sophisticated. It's like they didn't know how to do it yet.
Yeah.
or they relied more on trends, like trendy kind
Definitely.
of things than like the Japanese.
Gotta make it cool and somehow horny. Do it.
Right. Which, like, the irony of that was, like, even at the time, it was fucking dorky as shit. Like, I mean, you know what I mean?
To the people that
Make the
lived
American
there.
cover look like that dinosaur is grooming that little kid for something. You're like, he's cool. Like, yeah, kid, here's a CD player. Why don't you sit on, lean on my dick a little bit?
Yeah, you're enjoying this Eric Clapton, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, I felt like that was probably the most appropriate.
Pretty good.
So, I did a little peer research. I was playing this game, and I said, "Hey, Henry, come away from that Minecraft that you like so much, and check out this video game. What do you think?" And he was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Well, this
Phil
is..."
Collins, No Jacket Required. It's the only album you'll ever need.
This is
Sports by Huey Lewis and the News.
This is DinoCity. I'm sticking with it. And he's like, "Okay, but what is it?" And I said, "It's a video game, kind of like Minecraft." To which he laughed, which was good. That was a joke. He caught the cue. And so then I was like, "Hey, you want to see the box art for this?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I pulled it up and I looked at him. He's looking at it and I'm looking at him.
And he looks at her. He looks at me.
I could see him trying to parse what it was.
What the fuck is going on right now?
And I said, "What do you think?" He's like, "I like it." I was like, "You do? All right. What do you like about it?" He's like, "That dinosaur is like a human." And I said, "Okay, yeah, you're right. The dinosaur is like a human." I said, "Okay, so let me show you this." And I switched the tab over to the Japanese box art. And immediately he was like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, you like that better?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "It's because it is better."
Too bad I've already got you a 27 by 36 poster, the first one on the way to put in your room.
I hired a man dressed as Rex to come out.
It's a photograph. It's not the box. We recreated the box art.
A cardboard stand up of the fucking. I bet we can make that. I think we have the resources to make a Rex stand up.
Probably. Or Tops.
Or Tops.
Yeah.
The other dinosaur.
So we talked a lot about the movie.
Yeah.
So the game is obviously very different than the movie. So to kind of paint a picture of the game, because we talked about if we were to kind of give an abstract picture of what the game is like to people listening, if you could compare it to a movie or celebrity, how would you compare the game? Do you guys have anything for that?
Well, I mean, you did say the Super Mario Brothers earlier, and that definitely rings true.
It is, but I'm more from the movie to me.
Well, I don't know. And I might be getting ahead of us here, but like this game is, this game is a Super Mario World clone. That is what this game is. It's just executed poorly.
Yeah.
Super Mario and Mega Man and Double Dragon. There's a lot of weird, very small segments from other games that I feel like were stolen and just sort of smashed in random order together.
But like seriously play it a second time with the lens of like, oh, they played Super Mario World once and made a game, because they use a lot of those elements, like the snake blocks in Super Mario World.
Yeah.
There are several segments that are just that.
Too many.
Yeah, too many. You know, the castle where you're in Super Mario World where you're running and you constantly have to duck because like the ceiling is coming down and crunching. Yeah. Like they saw that and they're like, we're going to put that in our game too. And
the castle is moving like horizontal.
Left,
you have to jump
it's like
in the
split.
holes and stuff as something crosses between. That's all there.
And it's like, and then when you fight Trent Reznor.
Yep.
On the big wheel.
Yep.
It's not really Trent Reznor. It's just Reznor, I believe.
Yeah. That's what the 8 Triceratops are called that stand there and vomit fireballs at you.
And it's like they saw it and they're like, it's a dinosaur. We own that. They put that big wheel in the game.
The Mode 7 wheel.
The mode, the wheel of slow down is what it is.
I saw the most slow down on the weird roller coaster levels,
dude.
Which was supposed to be based on a little train that they used in the movie to get to the castle. It was like this that the Neanderthals used to get to the castle. It was
so fucking weird.
Yeah, it was.
Is that the train where the little pterodactyl was like, "I'm so horny. We don't use that thing."
Yeah. I mean, God.
But go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was just thinking because I was trying to encapsulate my feelings of the game toward a movie.
Okay.
So 2016's Alice Through the Looking Glass.
I haven't seen that.
The Johnny Depp sequel where he's the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, yeah, I saw the remake, I guess.
Yeah.
But I didn't see the sequel to the remake.
So that movie, in that it looks good, it's bright, it's colorful, it has a lot of good elements there. Because Anne Hathaway, Helena Bonham Carter, Johnny Depp, the guy, one of the writers was.
I haven't heard any of these people. I don't understand. You're reading them like I should know.
Crispin Glover was in that
Crispin
movie.
Glover, even better. Mm-hmm. And then like one of the writers wrote The Lion King and Beauty and the Beast and Mulan. So like all the right elements for that movie.
Mulan.
But when you smash them together, it's terrible.
Yeah,
It got a 34 Metacritic, fucking bombed. Everybody hated it. Reminded me of this game. I see all these good elements I've seen other places, but put together here, and it's not as good.
That's a good analogy, because I did think it looked pretty good. I thought it was colorful, and I thought the sprites looked good. It's funny that they didn't put glasses on the girl in the game. She didn't have glasses, but at the end,
she does in the
at the end cutscene where you see him going back through the portal, she's wearing her glasses. So maybe that just was a technical limitation.
Maybe
that wouldn't have looked right, or something. But I thought it looked good. I didn't particularly care for the game.
No, I didn't either. And I do have my movie tie-in, or my I guess my analog. I mean, the obvious one is the movie that the game is based on, but
see, that's where I got stuck. I kept when we were talking about
the actual
I kept
movie.
thinking about the actual movie that I had watched, so I can't really separate myself from that. But go ahead.
Stay tuned.
Oh,
and it's mainly because of the plot. Stay Tuned is the movie where it's Ritter. John Ritter. Thank you. John Ritter. He's playing the husband to I don't know the actress.
I can't remember her name.
But they have the principal from Ferris Bueller, that pedophile. He convinces them to get a big satellite dish, and so like they get the satellite dish, and then when they go to use it, they get sucked into the TV.
Yep.
I remember watching this movie as a kid and fucking loved it. I loved it, and I want to rewatch it.
I wasn't a kid when I first saw it, but I actually really liked
it,
too.
Because they go through all these channels and stuff, and it's like all of the movie is just packed with like almost feels like a horror anthology, because it's changing. Each little segment is a story. So like at one point they're like animated mice in a cartoon, and then the next one they're on this like fucked up game show, and then like it goes through all these like different segments. But all of that's to say, they just got sucked into a television, and that's what happens to Timmy and Jamie in the movie, in the game.
The game is weird in that, in Mario, say you'll have the gimmick, that sort of gimmick in one world. The ice world will have all the ice things going on, or a jungle world will have more of the things where you're up in the air, jumping from platform to platform. This game has the same 4 or 5 gimmicks that just repeat one after the other. So it's not like you're in one world and then 3 stages are this. You go on to the next world and 3 stages are that. It's just, gimmick A, gimmick B, gimmick C, gimmick A, gimmick B, just over and over repeating, going from the the roller coaster, and then you are in the sliding castle level, and then you are in the ice world, and then you are back in the roller coaster again, and then you are back on the ice world.
Yeah.
There's the flow is very weird.
Cohesive.
It doesn't, why is it like this?
I don't know. I kind of liked it though. But the reason I liked it isn't the reason I liked it is because this is a bad game. Mm-hmm. And like, I don't think that I could sit through 6 of the ice levels in this game back to back to back to back, or 6 of the fucking roller coaster back to back. Like, to me, because the game was bad and the levels were poorly designed, it was like, thank God that it's a different fucking stage.
It's something else that still sucks, but at least I'm getting a different
it's a different kind of suck.
At least with Joe and Mac, like this game reminds me a little bit of Joe and Mac, and a little bit of Mario.
Caveman games.
Yeah. Like Joe and Mac at least has the overworld map where you'll see the terrain you're about to go into as you scroll across and move.
Right.
I feel like this game could have benefited from something like that to at least give some sort of cohesiveness to all
No,
of it.
I totally get it. But I don't think that's what they were going for because most of the stages end with 2 doors. And you have to choose which door you go through. And like...
And I like that. It's a good element.
I like it too. I liked it. I know it's mentioned in the JonTron video, but like I immediately also thought of Super Mario Land because it's like Super Mario Land does that similar thing where there's like a door that is harder to get to than the other one. But in Super Mario Land, the way it worked is if you got to that hard door, it was a bonus level. In this game, it just sends you to a different level.
And I don't know if you're moving forward or if this is a sub level and you're going to come back. And I was confused about that.
I was confused too.
Well, they both go to the same next level, but the harder one, after you're done, you'll have the bonus game.
Oh, okay. Where you collect the legally distinctly
hearts.
different Yoshi eggs. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because then, of course, I like the beginning. You can choose either you're the boy on Rex or the girl on Tops.
Yeah.
There's no reason to play as Rex.
No,
because he's got this really short range punch as a weapon.
He sucks. He's the worst.
Jamie and Tops have a ranged weapon, arrows or something,
and it's powerful. It's as strong as Rex's short range punch.
Yeah. I think they're kunai, which is like that's nice. That's like a nice touch because it's like all right. Because like if you look on the box art, it's like Tops is like rolling with some kunai, which is fucking rad.
Dude, Tops could fight in the end of that movie. There's another big fight scene, and dude is straight up karate chopping. I mean, dude had moves. Even in that big mask, he was doing some serious kung fu.
That poor martial artist. Because in that cantina scene where he does a fucking backflip in this giant fucking frilled mask, and it's like it's hilarious because like he lands the flip, and it's like holy shit, and then the mask is just going
flapping around,
just wild, like a wacky wavy arm guy, like on his fucking head.
But I would have liked to have seen some of that fighting incorporated in there somewhere. Maybe let the dinosaur do some kung fu. I mean, hell, it was in the movie. What's wrong with having a little dino kung fu? You know.
Well, it's a slippery slope. Then you gotta like put all the horniness in the game too.
True,
you know.
True. We don't
gotta
want
have
that.
big titty dinosaur Konoichi fucking swinging around. So I mean, because like I said, like the element, like you get to choose your dinosaur. You have the 2 different doors. You have the different schemes. You have the bonus levels. You have what? I'm trying to think of some of the other stuff that just all this shit.
Oh, JonTron mentioned the sky changes, like from day to evening to night.
Yeah,
thought that was neat.
Yeah.
You know, how they thought that through, and they thought about putting that in there. Again,
they thought a lot of things.
Good-looking game.
Yeah.
But
the partner system, because you can press the shoulder button, and the kid can jump off.
And sometimes
then you're the kid going through. You don't use it a whole lot.
Sometimes you have to do it.
Yeah.
Like, because like there's weird puzzle platforming elements to this game, which are like they're very simple puzzles, like so simple that I can do with them. So it's like. I thought that was nice, and what I thought was weird, and maybe Ian, you might have fucking explained this for me. I didn't understand why because I've always played as Jamie and Tops.
I did too.
Because it's like there's no, like you were saying, Tyler, there's fucking no reason to play as Timmy. He's the worst.
Yeah.
Given between a fucking 9-year-old boy and a 30-year-old woman, I'm gonna play a 30-year-old woman every fucking time. So she like when she gets off of Tops, she points this thing at enemies and they freeze.
Yeah.
That's the remote. That's the fucking remote. So thank you for explaining that.
Because sometimes
I wonder why, because I see him turn to stone, it looks like in the game.
Yeah, because they turn gray, right?
Yeah. How is that happening?
Right. I thought it was like a ray gun or something. Yeah,
it was the remote. And you have to do that sometimes in the game to use the frozen enemies as stepping stones across an otherwise impassable area.
Because I got about halfway through the game before I was just like, okay.
Yeah, it's about where I was at.
I gave up.
It feels small and not the gameplay is it's oddly difficult at times, and the hitboxes are kind of strange. The level just feels, for being an open game, and I have no problem with the pixel sizes, but the game feels. I'm not leave that dead horse back there, but it feels so small and sort of
cramped.
Anxious. Playing it. It didn't feel good.
They would have enemies on top of enemies, and it would be some places where you could not get through
a lot of traps
without taking a hit.
Right.
Period. Like low-lying enemies. Those stupid little. There were these little. I always wanted to just call them pincushions because that's what I thought of when I saw them. They're these little ground-dwelling things that oscillate between you can bounce on them
being
or
a trampoline
spikes.
or spikes.
And I hated those things, but you could never kill them because you're always above them, or because you can't go back.
And you can't crouch down and fire a projectile.
Correct.
It's only at jumping or waist height.
You had to time your jumps just right, and it was tough on those things were freaking everywhere.
Yeah.
And I got very, very frustrated and very just done with it quick because of that kind of. It just felt like there was too much crammed onto the screen at all times.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
Yeah,
It was anxiety inducing. It wasn't fun.
I gave up on somewhere close to the end because I watched a YouTube video when I got fed up, and I was like, how far did I get? And I got pretty close to the end, enough where it was like, well, fuck, if I can just push through this one segment, I'm there, and I'm sure I can beat this boss, and it'll be all good. But I kind of just gave up because, like, fuck it. It's like, this is not fun. But, like, there's this stage near the end where it's like you're riding, like, a system of 3 elevators, and it's like it's packed to the gills with cavemen that are throwing boulders like basketballs, like they're doing, like, quick passes. And
Or Shaq Fu.
Right, yeah. Yeah, for sure. And it's like you have to not only deal with them, but the elevators you're on are just dropping down off the bottom of the screen. So you have to memorize,
I saw that too.
Which ones you're going to jump on. And it got to the point where it was just like, never mind. Like, it's not worth me memorizing this shit. Yeah.
So many fucking hits.
They do, especially if you bounce on their heads.
Yeah.
If you shoot them with the projectile, they die immediately. But you got to bounce on some of them, sometimes 5 times. And that can really fuck up the flow of the game, especially when you consider that you're on a timer for every level.
And that wasn't a big problem for me, but I don't know.
It really wasn't a problem for me, but I don't like the timers, really. I get a little angry. But according to JonTron, the timer wasn't counting in actual seconds.
But I'm used to that shit.
Yeah.
That's like got to be like a internal clock kind of thing, right?
Probably.
I mean,
yeah, it probably is.
You notice the female cavemen do look like the female cavemen from Joe and Mac, like a different species of.
That's what they look like in the
Neanderthal.
movie.
yeah, you got to make them hot, dude.
Yeah.
They're
like
all
little frumpy Irish men compared to like tall Barbies.
They did that in the movie too.
all
Every
Irish
female
Barbies.
in that movie that was a cave person was a tall, slender Wilma Flintstone looking, woman. Yeah. So.
Well, what? Go ahead, Dave.
Isn't this you talking about the tall, slender women? Maybe I did hear one of the songs in the movie. It might have been as I was falling asleep. It
Tall,
might have
slender
been,
woman. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that Santana song. Got a tall, slender woman.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
We both got the tune
yeah,
right.
I mean, yeah,
so
we just
that's
wrote
gotta
it.
be it.
We're fucking Weird Al.
Was Rob Thomas in that one too?
He was Timmy.
Was one of the original songs, because again, I was drifting off probably at this point, was one of the original songs a song about a woman was singing about getting clubbed by a caveman?
Yeah, Primitive Man.
Yeah. Like it was
is the name of that song.
It's a song about rape in a child's movie.
Sung by Jane Wiedlin of the Go-Go's.
I feel, I'm so glad that you mentioned the tall, slender woman, because like that just was like, oh, let me open this. Oh yeah, remember that fucking last night memory that you repressed about a song about rape in a children's movie?
That happened.
Donkeys weren't around yet, so we could call it a donkey punch. So it's the caveman strike. What are 3 distinct good things that we can say about this game?
Well, we said it's It looks good.
It looks good.
Let's look good.
Excellent graphics.
Looks good. It looks deceivingly good.
Yes.
It is because it's
very pretty.
deceitful.
Wide range of colors.
Yes.
Very good. The sky changing, that sort of thing. All very good things.
I like the boss fights.
Oh, dude, thank you for
Boss
bringing
fights are
that
pretty
up.
good.
I love the boss fights. Like in my notes, even I've got this is a Super Mario World clone that does not improve the Super Mario World formula in any regard except for the boss fights. Because I legitimately think that more thought was put into the boss fights in this game than they were in Super Mario World. And I
That's
love
fair.
Super Mario
Yeah.
World, but Super Mario World does kind of rely on the same.
You mean one
3
guy
bosses.
just running up the walls and across the ceiling in circles?
Which is fine, but then they do it again, and they're like, "Oh, well, let's take these 3 and just reuse them." And it's like, okay, well,
let's use a tilting stone in lava. Let's do that twice
yeah,
too.
let's take all the Koopalings get So I mean, and I'm not trying to shit on Super Mario World, but if we were to be like name 3 negative things about Super Mario World, that would be one on the list. Is that I do feel like they were like, we made a great game, but fuck, at the last minute, Miyamoto was like, you guys put bosses in this, right? Yeah, of course we did. Yeah, give us a minute.
What's the third?
You wanted how many bosses?
What's the third thing?
I love that even though I think Rex is garbage, I still like that there are 2 distinct ways to play.
Yeah.
Two very different styled characters you can choose from.
And in the case of a 2-player game, you could then leverage both of those play styles at the same time. Because I obviously didn't play with anybody.
Me neither. I don't even know if it's simultaneous 2-player or if it's...
or if it takes turns type of thing. Yeah, that I don't know. That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
I didn't want to subject anyone in my family to this game.
Yeah,
I
no.
thought for a minute, I was like, Henry, you want to play? But I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that to him. He has actual real video games he could play.
All right.
But I also like, I know we talked about this. I think it's really cool that you can get off the dinosaur in this, because it very easily could have just been a game where it's like, yeah, the kids are on the dinosaur because, they're kids in the movie.
Right.
But the fact that they have a distinct role in the game, I thought was neat. I think that role is minimal.
Very minimal,
but neat that it's
But
there.
it is neat, yeah. So I had that on my list of positives, too.
How do you feel like it? Where did it start? Did it deliver on your original impressions? And where did it start to go off the rails?
My original impression obviously was that it was going to be a skateboarding game, and I was kind of looking forward to it.
I can see that, yes.
But obviously, at the end of the day, it just was another platformer that kind of fell flat. It had, like we said, it had a few good little things about it that could have enhanced a more properly designed game. But in the end, I didn't feel excited to keep playing it. I just wanted to just put it down and move on to other things because I'd seen this basket full of issues before, and I give up on them pretty quick when I don't immediately feel like with Addams Family. I liked that game and I had fun playing it, and it immediately got my attention. It wasn't super hard, but it wasn't super easy, and I liked everything about that one. This one just kind of immediately fell flat for me, and I found it difficult to stay in it. But, I'm not surprised at that either.
Yeah.
So.
It exceeded my expectations.
Oh, did it?
Get wildly, because the box art is so bad. Really. Like, when I started it up, it was like, oh, okay, this is like, it's like a shitty Super Mario World, which is like, at least it's kind of like Super Mario World, which is a great game. So yeah, the box art is so bad that I went in this with like really, really super low expectations. Where it did go off the rails for me was how slow it is, because imagine Super Mario
can't
World
run.
without a run
feature.
It's
fucking dumb.
But I know what the design decision was there, and it's because the kids can get off the dinosaurs. The kids are fast. So
they are.
I feel
and
like
they can jump pretty high from the dinosaur.
Right. And I feel like they were like, well, we have to have some contrast between the kids and the dinosaurs, or what's the point in having both of them in there? And I think that's why.
Freeze ray.
Yeah, sure. Honestly, I do think that's enough, but I honestly think they were like, that's not enough. Let's make the dinosaurs fucking slow. that decision might have also been influenced by, and this is truly where it came off the rails for me, and where I no longer was like, this fucking sucks. The slowdown in this game is fucking. They should put the developers in video game jail for like releasing it, because there are times where it's like the slowdown is so bad and I'm platforming that it literally doesn't register my button press. If
3 roller coasters on the screen at the same time, it's like nope.
And it's just like fucking do some quality control on this motherfucker. Take one of the roller coasters out, the fucking Resnar wheel. It's gone. Get it the fuck out, because it's like anytime that Mode 7 motherfucker was on the screen and they'd have like these legally distinct Paragoombas flying in, the game was just like, give us a fucking minute. Don't press any buttons, because if you do, there's a good chance it ain't going to register. But also, you do need to be jumping. So,
see, I think that's IREM. I think they just don't know how to deal with that, because what they also did, the R-Type series, and R-Type slowdown is fucking bonkers.
Yeah, it is.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Bonkers.
I know.
So I think, whoever's there, they just like, we don't have a guy that does that.
Dude.
It'll be fine.
Or maybe they got like the souped up dev kit, like Nintendo fucked up, and they were like, they were checking inventory and they were like, oh shit, where's the SNES 2 prototype? Oh fuck, we sent that to IREM. Should we tell him? No, Miyamoto's gonna be fucking pissed. Remember how we reused all those fucking bosses from Super Mario World? I thought he was gonna piss in our mouths.
So it really went off the rails for me, like on the second stage, whenever like the first stage is like, I was surprised, like, oh, this is a little difficult on some places. Okay, no problem. Get to the second stage, and then immediately all the bottom are those pin-cushiony trampoline dinosaurs,
or some
holes in the ground.
Firing ice and fire at you, and the water.
There's the plant monsters on top. That if you come within half the screen, they suck you in.
Yeah.
So it was just like immediately like, this is
sounds like my ex-wife.
Doesn't sound like my ex-wife. But it was like the hallway in Castlevania before you get to death, where there's just shit everywhere and no room for error.
Yeah. So
that's where it was just like, that sucked, and it didn't get any better from there.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, but I'm glad you brought up. It sounded like you didn't like them, but like I liked on those ice stages, those little like, they look like fire hydrants with faces on them, essentially, like the bone dragon skulls from like Castlevania.
Yeah.
But like they would rotate, and it's like, so it had a face on either side, and like one side would shoot a jet of flame, and the other side would shoot ice. And it's like
it's in water.
It's in water, and so when it would shoot ice, it would make the water walkable. It was a platform.
Yeah,
and I did think that was cool. It like sucked to actually like play, but like as a concept, it was like, man, they had a good fucking idea, and it is never fun.
Yeah, they
weren't. Yeah,
totally
they blew it.
If there weren't spikes on it.
If you could land on top
can't land on it.
Unless it's solid ice, you can't jump over it.
Yeah.
So if you don't,
no, you're right. If you could land on it, it would make a total difference. Yep. Yeah. And your instinct is to jump on it.
Yep.
Because it's like, well, what's this? Especially the first time you see it, you're like, well, what is this? And they don't do a good job of easing you in, because it's like, oh, you have to deal with this new thing while fucking cavemen basketball players are throwing boulders at you. So you gotta make a decision, bud. Gotta make it quick. And of course I jumped on it, because it's like, that's where you want to jump on there to like figure shit out. And it's like, yeah, of course. It's like, cool.
This is how we're not Mario.
I'm hit. Yeah.
Right.
We are not
Mario.
And your hitbox is very big.
Right. We're also not Mario, because like power-ups. What? What? No.
And then the flames that would chase you in the desert levels. Those were they were spread out, and you're so big and hit it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But overall,
pretty shitty.
Pretty awful.
So, top 100, bottom 100.
Mediocre for me.
I'd say it's in the gray.
Yeah.
I'd probably say the top 350.
Top 350.
Yeah.
Giving it a C.
Yeah.
Is that a C?
I give it a C.
Okay. I may give it like a. Yeah. All right. I'm with that. Maybe top 400.
Did you guys have any achievements?
I have one. It's open the door.
Oh my god!
Get on the floor.
Oh,
everybody walk the dinosaur.
Oh god! Fuck, man!
Get that, and I will repeat. Open the door. Get on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur.
Boom, boom, shaka laka laka boom.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
You time your jump down the step of the pincushion monsters wrong and just hit every spiked one on the way down and die.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me.
Like Homer going down the gorge.
Because you get three. What did it even talk? You get 3 hits. I never found a way to get more hits. You just replenish those hearts.
You don't get more heart containers.
Yep.
Yeah, you can just replenish.
I did think that the hearts themselves were plentiful enough.
Yeah.
But I would have been nice to be able to increase your overall container.
Yep.
But yeah, one wrong step down that thing and you're done. You're dead. You're not going to hit one that's not spiky and you just go, ow, 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 die.
There is, in this game, I swear, there's like this fucking, it's like they, I lost my fucking train of thought. Good Lord. I had something to say, and then Nikki sent me a message with a shitload of emojis, and I was like, oh, I better tend to this. And it was like everything was fine.
Good.
That song, Ian, Walk the Dinosaur.
One of my favorites.
Good
baby.
Lord, man. As a kid, like that was like fucking, it's fucking fire. I do have some achievements. Sorry for my inattentiveness. First achievement I've got is Not the Mama. In order to unlock Not the Mama, play this game with your dad. Next achievement. No, you guys don't like that one.
My dad would have hated this game.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all right. It's cool. Next achievement. It's all right. It's cool. Yeah, you're not going to win.
DinoCity.
DinoCity. Oh, here's the thing I was going to say before I got distracted.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. So in JonTron's video,
that was funny.
Which was funny.
It's too bad he's such a shitbag.
It's too bad that I've heard that he said some shitty stuff. But in that video, but look, research is research, baby. You know what I mean?
Got to take the bad with the good.
I skipped the ad. Don't worry. It's cool. I didn't pay that motherfucker a thing. Patreon.com/TADPOG. There is... In that video, he gripes about like the number of lives, like the counter stops at 9. And so I'm like, wow, okay. And then I'm starting to play the game. I'm like, where did you get all these fucking lives?
Yeah, he just made no bones about it. He's like, so I got 9 lives, and then I got 10 and 11, and the counter stayed at 9.
Dude, my fucking life counter was like never above 4. No. Because, I mean, it's just constant death after death after death. Second achievement. Tops to bottom. Thank you. Tops to bottom. In order to unlock tops to bottom, get hit in the ass by a thrown boulder. Oh, you're playing as top.
Yeah. Good.
That's all I got.
What about you?
I've got 2. I've got a kick, punch. It's all in the mind. And that you beat a stage as Rex with his kicks and his punches and
nice.
All right.
his tail swipes.
This is where my parents died, Parappa.
This is where your parents...
Thank you.
And then my other one is Power Top.
Yes.
All right.
You beat the game as Top.
All right.
Nice.
Okay.
Tops.
I have one called that I just came up with. No, I mean, I totally prepared this one. It's called Tops. In order to unlock Tops, you purchase this game with Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card.
All right, now I've got another one.
Tops, right? Tops, get it?
Tops, you're right.
We get it.
T-O-P-P.
That's the joke. What's your definitely planned one, Tyler?
Children love hot Rex.
Oh, no.
You
Play this
unlock
game with Dale Earnhardt.
hot Rex. You use the kid to jump on Rex. That's what you get.
Up and at them.
Oh God.
Up and at them. I wish I could come up with something funny to go with up and at them as an achievement. I'll save it for another game.
Yeah, we got this. We'll play Bart versus the world.
There you go.
Save it for that.
I'm looking forward to Bart's Nightmare when we draw that eventually.
How many Simpsons games do we have left on the Super Nintendo? Krusty's Funhouse.
Yep.
Bart's Nightmare. Virtual Bart?
Yep. I think, yeah.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Have we done I don't think we've hit
We
any of the
haven't.
Simpsons games on the SNES yet.
Nope.
Huh.
We've only done Bart versus the Space Mutants, I think, on NES.
Yeah, that was by our own design.
Yep.
The randomizer is a fickle mistress.
Pickle Mistress.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
do you have any like facial hair, any kind of like beard you want to give this game?
I do. I want to give it my beard,
Your beard.
but my beard is
Devolved.
Is it? My beard in a lamp attached to me in Lambert's on a busy Saturday.
Lambert's being the
restaurant?
the sit down, the COVID
restaurant,
magnet.
home of the throne rolls.
Home of the throw rolls.
Man.
Home of throne COVID. Yeah.
Man, they either when COVID hit, they were either like, oh shit, or oh well.
Yeah, fuck it. It's probably that one.
I bet it was that one.
Because man, that is like that fucking community style, like
Yep. All
Right.
one big large bar.
gross.
So if you're in, like this game, Lambert, you go in, it looks good, big, decorated, looks fun. They're throwing the rolls. You sit down, and normally it takes fucking forever. So it's slow, like this game, and they're coming around with all this food. Like, oh, you get free food while you wait for your main entree. Awesome.
The
Like
rolls, yeah.
all the extras in this game. Well, just like the extras, I don't understand. Just like somebody coming by me as a kid, macaroni and tomatoes. What? Yeah, okay. Do you have like a bowl or anything? Nope. I'm going to slap it on that paper towel you've got over there. And it's just going to make a mess on the table. Here, you want some okra and white beans too? Just on paper towels. We don't give out bowls.
This is joke food night.
I remember trying macaroni and tomatoes and just being like, think it was the worst thing ever.
I've never had
I'd
that.
eat it now.
I've
but-
never had that. Is it just is it just regular cheese? Like
Oh, no
macaroni?
cheese. No cheese.
Just macaroni
noodles
noodles.
and stewed tomatoes.
That sounds like something Nikki would eat.
So
Like,
it was just,
doubt,
and they
doubt.
would just walk around and just flop. Like I'd pull out like 10 paper towels and they just put it on that. The okra on paper towels, fine, but not the moist foods.
Man, you know what I'd like to do is go to Lambert's with just some food I made at home. Just dress up as
handing it out.
just dress up as an employee and just offer people like this food that I've made at home, like cornflakes in a bowl, like a bowl of milk. Would you like some cornflakes?
Now put them on the paper towel. Or mix it up in a bowl and then splat some out. on the
Candy
paper
corn and
towel.
mayonnaise. Yeah, on this paper towel, I guess. It's a Southern classic. Uh huh.
It's not a spoon, it's a katana.
I'm serving it to you traditionally.
Have you ever seen the subreddit We Want Plates?
No.
Oh God.
What is it?
It's that kind of shit where you'll go to a restaurant and they'll like serve you your food in a hollowed out log or on a fucking paper towel or something. God, the whole thing. You should go there and look at that
I'm
one.
going to check that
I
out.
don't like that a lot.
When I was at Nicole's party, I was like, hey, I'm just going to eat these appetizers over your sink. Are you cool with that? Because that's what works for me. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of glasses would it be?
I would give it the rare sunglasses worn by Barney on Barney and Friends. Because this game might have looked cool and urban on the Western box art. You actually play it,
Two
and it looks
Utes?
more like the kids. Yeah, the kids from Barney riding a Barney-ish dinosaur.
All right, yes. All right, I like that. We done here? What
I think we're done.
We're done
you
here.
Want to take another little? You want to take another little break?
Well,
Yeah.
you want to talk about how much this game is worth?
Oh,
You guys
yeah,
want to know how much
yeah.
this game is worth?
Please.
If you were to buy it, how much do you think you would pay for it?
$18.
$18?
$7.50.
$7.50? Actual retail value of DinoCity for the Super Nintendo is, unless I forgot to put the new price in, this is from the last game, $17.23.
Okay.
So that is extremely
Shit.
close.
Maybe the closest we've ever gotten.
Extremely close, Ian. Well done. Is it worth it?
No.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not worth it. Don't do it. Even if you're collecting, don't do it.
Yeah.
Get
well,
it
just wait.
down. What do you think? Get it down below 5. If you're collecting, if you can, would you buy it below $5? What would you give for this game?
$10.
Okay.
Yeah, if I saw it on the shelf for $10, I'd be like, fuck. Last time I looked, it was 17. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What
Was Flopsy
You
have
know
to
what
say about
Flopsy
it?
has to
have
say
to say
about?
about it?
Let's see. You guys want to guess while I look it up?
I bet they were kind to it, is what I'm going to guess.
I'm going to say, I bet they gave it 3.
I bet, 3 is what I was going to say.
3 stars,
stars.
out of 5.
I would go with 3 as well. Let's see what we got. We're talking about Doomsday Warrior, right? DinoCity. 3 stars, baby. We did it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Finally. Now they let us write for them. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, okay. 3 stars. That's like a C plus ish, right?
Yeah,
Which
but
is-
I feel like a 2.5 is what I probably
Yeah.
generally
I-
what I would go.
Yeah, maybe 2.5 for me as well. Because there was effort made.
Yeah.
Yeah. This game was not shitty from a lack of trying.
It was just shitty.
It was
It
just
wasn't. It wasn't
just
broken
shitty.
bullshit. Yeah, It
Yeah.
was just stuff that. Yeah.
At least it was
Early.
early, and at least it was based on a movie that nobody gave a shit about. You know what I mean?
I think if people had seen the movie and then, for whatever reason, liked it and then went to get this game, maybe they'd have been happy with it. I don't know.
Okay, so that leads me to a question: which is better, the game or the movie?
I honestly, because of how ridiculous it was,
Yeah.
the movie.
The movie? Oh man, I was about to say the
No.
video game does not have
No.
a song about rape in it.
It's not. I mean,
So definitely the movie.
Obviously, there's a lot of things about the movie that are inappropriate, but at the same
But the
time,
movie's more fun.
It's just fun to watch because it's so horrible.
Would you watch the movie again?
No, I'm not. I don't have to. That one's
Right.
burned in there. I will.
Oh, yeah.
I
Okay.
won't forget that one.
Well, I have to start it over from the beginning.
Good luck. Good luck.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. I think
Yeah.
that's the game talk.
DinoCity.
DinoCity.
All right, you guys want to take another break?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, break time. We're back.
All right. Now time for the fun third.
Yeah, it's been a fun. Yeah, it's been a fun Act 1 and a fun Act 2 for me.
Me too.
I'm good. We'll see, Ross.
Don't fuck this up, Ross.
It's all-
We're in a good mood.
God, it all depends on you, bud. And actually, Ross sent me a message. He was like, "Hey, did you do the quiz that I sent you on last episode?" I was like, "Sure didn't."
It's an all-call show, Ross. There was no mention of quiz.
Sure did not. I sure didn't. And it's because I didn't even have it in my notes. But the good news is I still have that quiz, and we can take it now. I have a quiz from Ross entitled Happy Non-Denominational Holidays. Thank you, Ross, to you as well. Ross begins, a long time ago, I started making a computer game. And like most things, I got bored with it. You're still married, Ross, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Still have a kid.
Still got a
Damn.
child is
All right.
alive and well.
All right. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Still listen to this podcast.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly, he just makes quizzes.
He did ask if I read the quiz. He didn't say you didn't read the quiz. So allegedly.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Ross continues, I recently had lots of ideas about how to make it better, so I thought I would pick up where I left off. Unfortunately, the old files are long gone. Gone where? Who knows? So I remade the game in a new engine. After 3 days of fucking around with what should have been a very simple thing, I decided it was worth going back to the old engine I was using. So I started again. It was all going swimmingly until I found an issue with sprites. That's why I prefer 7-Up. And that I couldn't have a floor. I'm so sorry. I couldn't have a floor, then table, then computer on the table because the engine I was using only allowed 2 layers of sprites. So I started again in another new engine. Only this one is an update to the older one I was using, and it's pretty straightforward. Unfortunately, the sprite sets I was using didn't have animal sprites. That's why I use 7-Up. But the designer had made a new set of sprite sheets in the same style with animals, so I bought new tile sets, only to find that the art style is very slightly off. So anything I use looks out of place. Yeah, that does suck. I get that. Plus, now I have to do promoting and advertising and designing, and I can see why I got bored in the first place. He continues, but I gotta say, you don't have to do all that shit.
Yeah. Animals exist in a slightly different dimension. That's
There
why
you
they all
go.
look
Story reason.
differently. Yeah.
That's
How
what
you
we do
How
in
you
D&D.
Ross?
All the
Yeah.
time, all the fucking time.
Make it fit.
Ross ends in other news, the website www.spicylongcat.com is made and one less thing to worry about. I told him he could have Milk Ross. I told him he could buy milkross.com if he wanted it. He didn't want it. I have decided that I will that stands for anybody. Anybody out there wants to buy milkross.com, we'll sell it to you for $1,000.
$1,000. If someone just milks Ross, we will give you milk Ross.
You can have it for free. It's a contest. Who can milk Ross the fastest? It can't be his wife.
God, you saying that. So we used to play D&D. I'm reminded of my first game with Ramon, where it's one of the, like, it's
Old-fashioned.
in game, old-fashioned Ramon, where we are fighting like a ancient green dragon in a forest, and Josh's frenzied berserker is about to charge in, deal the final blow, but he's also looking very bad. It's just like, all right, he's already taken his attack of opportunity this round, so unless he has combat reflexes, I should be able to get in there and kill him. I'm like, yeah, okay. So he charges in, dragon bites him, kills him, and Josh is like, how did he have, this dragon had combat reflexes? And Ramon's just, yeah, he has combat reflexes. And then, like, I think it might have been Jacob. Like, don't you have to have like a dex of like 13 or 14, and dragons have like a dex of 8? Yeah. You see, he's got gloves on his claws. He has gloves of dexterity on his claws.
It's a real Rex move.
So he was able to take a feat.
To make him effectively make him much less dexterous.
So when we kill him, we get gloves of dexterity, right?
No, they disappear.
He explodes into acid.
He swallows them right before he dies. I want to talk a little bit about Spicy Long Cat Games.
Yeah, okay, please.
Brought up Spicy Long Cat Games, and he's got a thing here for the game that he's developing.
Yeah.
It's called Video Game Scalper.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Video Game Scalper. Buying and selling has never been so exploitative. A game about buying and selling video games from the new studio, Spicy Long Cat Games.
Or Milkross.
Or milkross.com. More details coming soon.
He sent me an alpha for it, so I haven't had time to play it this week, but I hope to this weekend just to kind of check it out. Cool. So it looks cool. From like he shared a screenshot on the TADPOG Discord, bit.ly/TADPOG Discord, and it's a reference to the show, so that's kind of cool. To our show, TADPOG.
Yeah, because Ross, you should also know that, and I have played it. Ruby Baron Paul Kluhl did make a 2-dungeon TADPOG video game. So all you got to do is make a 3-floor dungeon TADPOG video game, and you have made the longest TADPOG video game to date.
That is true. And if you make a full 60-dungeon TADPOG video game, we will give you milkross.com for free. The ball is in your court.
Perfect.
Ross finishes, I have decided that I will start doing quizzes on the top 50 Metacritic games, and I am starting with PS2. So strap in. That's a wolf from Tyler. Wolf from me as well.
I third that.
All right, let's go.
The motion carries.
Let's go, boys.
That era I missed the latter half of thanks to Final Fantasy 11.
Yeah, I was definitely in it more in the first half, but I was also like super poor in that first half.
Yep.
So it's kind of one of those where it's like, yeah, when I mean super into it, I played probably 15
Final
games.
Fantasy X.
Oh, I finished Final Fantasy X. I don't have any other games, so I guess I'll just play this again,
Watch
right?
DVDs on this DVD player.
Right? I guess I'll watch the Cowboy Bebop movie I imported. Region settings. Number 50. In a baseball gaming first, this was licensed by both the MLB and Minor League Baseball, featuring real minor league teams at the class AA and AAA levels.
Melty Blood featuring MLB and the minor league.
Wow, a Melty Blood reference.
Melty Blood.
So
Wow.
specific, it has to be right.
Yeah, locking it in. It is MVP Baseball 2004. So close.
Probably could
Damn
have
it.
guessed that one.
So close. Next question, 49. Good Lord, good Lord. I'm seeing a pattern emerging. This game features a franchise mode with a sports center feature hosted by Chris Berman.
ESPN Sports.
I'm not done with the question, but I'm ready to lock that in. Locking it in. It is ESPN NFL
I was going to say it
2K5.
was football. It had to be.
So we're going to count that. We got it.
Yeah.
48. This game at the time of release was the only available game on the market in which 3 incarnations of Michael Jordan are playable. The 1985 Chicago Bulls Jordan, the 1996 Chicago Bulls Jordan, and the Washington Wizards Jordan. It is possible to play as a team made up of the 3 different Jordans, or the all-Jordan team, as Bobito Garcia refers to it. Mortal Kombat 5?
Yep. I mean,
NBA Jam 6. I don't know. Maybe it's some like street ball thing because player team. It sounds like teams of 3.
It does.
So it would be like a
it's like NBA All Stars.
street ball type game. Like
Arch rivals
man,
with Jordan.
Yeah.
Now with
Street
Jordan.
hoops.
Street Hoops.
Michael Jordan's arch rivals.
Street Hoops 95.
Street Hoops 05.
05.
Street Hoops 05, locking it in. It is NBA Street Volume 2.
We got Street.
We got
Okay.
it.
Got it.
We got that question. All right.
Good. Cool. Yeah. Close
Good job,
enough.
guys. Next question, 47. This sequel introduces 18 new weapons, such as the Blitz Gun, Seeker, and Lava Gun. Each weapon has a growth bar, which increases when the weapon is used to defeat enemies.
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, said with confidence, locking it in. It is Ratchet and Clank 2, Going Commando.
Never played a Ratchet and Clank.
I didn't either.
I haven't either. I've heard the latest one on the PS5 is like, looks really, really good.
Gage is a fan.
I've
He
been
got
so
it.
close to picking it up to play with Henry like on multiple occasions, and I've just been kind of waiting to see if I can find it on sale
Yeah.
or something. Because I don't know how long it's going to keep his interest. Because I mean, he's just really just wants to play Minecraft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Leave
So
me
it's like-
alone, Dad.
I'm like, there's all kinds of different video games. Don't pull a Final Fantasy 11, son. There's so many games out there.
Don't waste 3 or 4 years of your life on this one single game.
And then I turn on YouTube and it's like, 1 trillion Minecraft videos, huh? Well, okay. I guess it must be pretty good. Question 46. The levels in this game are based on regions of the United States and other countries. In each level, certain tasks that advance the game's narrative must be completed before the player can move on. These tasks include score attacks, races, item collection, and reaching one of many gaps found in a level. This is clearly Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Guy Fieri
2K,
presents.
2K10.
Yeah. Wait, 2K10.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Maybe 2K9.
You're probably right.
I don't think they had the pickle DLC until 2K10.
The donkey sauce DLC.
Baby, give me that donkey sauce.
Hit me with it.
Good Lord.
A game with different regions.
I don't know this. I'll read it again, but there's no fucking way. I feel like the key to this is in reaching one of many gaps found in a level. Is this a fucking Tony Hawk game or something? It's like it's a skateboarding game or some shit.
It could be Tony Hawk.
Sure, why not?
Pro Skater 3?
I don't know which came out. 1 and 2 was PlayStation 1, right?
So let's say 3.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3?
Sure. Yeah.
Logging it in. It is Tony Hawk's Underground.
Which is the third game. Counts.
Got it. Got it in one. Next question. 45. During his explorations of the fortress, the protagonist encounters Yorda. You seek Yorda. The daughter of the castle's queen. The queen plans to use Yorda's body to extend her own lifespan.
Yorda works at the Sorny store. But he secretly loves Panaphonic televisions.
I'm setting a course to the Begoda system.
Begoda.
I have no idea. Yorda. During his explorations of the fortress, the protagonist encounters Yorda. Is this like a God of War or some shit? I don't know.
I mean, I played all the God of Wars.
I have played half of
Even
one.
the one on PSP. Like, I like God of War.
You don't remember Yorda?
I do not.
Okay, so probably not that.
Spyro the Dragon.
Okay,
3.
yes. Spyro the Dragon 3.
I think Spyro 1, 2, and 3 were all on PS1, I think.
4. Then.
I don't
Underground. Spyro the Dragon Underground.
Locking it in.
Crash Bandicoot.
Bubsy.
Tony Hawk presents Crash Bandicoot 7.
This is a game I've been meaning to play for a long time. Eco.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know you have Yorda to look forward to.
Yorda. You seek Yorda.
Yorda?
Fuck, I can't. Now I can't even play it. I was wanting to play it until then. 44. I can't even deal with from Start Ropics, Zoda.
Oh, shit. Damn, man.
Soda. 44. In Japan, this soccer game sold. God damn it. Ross. Fuck. I know it's Metacritic, but I can't blame them. In Japan, this soccer game sold 1 million copies on its first day of release.
It's got to be FIFA something.
It has to be, right?
FIFA.
Japanese soccer
Underground.
stars.
Japanese soccer stars, locking it in.
Soccer Tokyo
Starring
Drift.
Crash Bandicoot.
Underground.
Underground. Locking it in. It is World Soccer winning 11-8 international. And then it cuts off.
God.
It's in all caps, so I don't know. 43. The 16th installment of this series features former Baltimore Ravens linebacker Ray Lewis on the cover. Madden 2003. Oh,
Hey.
Kismet. Locking it in. It is Madden NFL 2005.
And we lost John Madden this week.
Yes.
I know.
Just yesterday.
Which hit me
to us just yesterday.
hit me harder than I thought that would hit me. Because, I mean, I don't really, outside of the video games and like the funny shit I've heard him say, like,
John Caliendo's impression. That's
right.
about it, yeah.
That's kind of like it because I didn't watch a lot of football or anything.
He
But
was
man, it fucking
truly
sucked.
He was
to
truly
hear that
a
he
great
died.
man. He really was.
Dennis sent me a great fucking video of just some commentary he was given on some game, and he just starts talking about Troy Aikman trying to grow a beard.
I saw that.
And holy shit, it was like the funniest fucking shit that I had like. It made me wish that I had watched more football. Like if he's like roasting Troy Aikman left and right.
He was so fun to listen to
Good
after
Lord.
he became a commentator. And like he would do the Thanksgiving Day game, and they would always have a big spread, a big turkey, and he would be drawing on the screen and say like, "Okay, now first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go for these mashed potatoes, but then we're going to draw an arrow over to the turkey, and just
Boom.
he would be doing that shit, and it was really entertaining to listen to. And I can only imagine like knowing him and just hanging out with him, because I bet it was like that all the time. The guy probably had a story for fucking everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Loved it.
And I've got like crazy respect for him in the regards of how the Madden series started when they were like, when EA was like, we want to make a football game, we want you to be involved. Here's the idea that we have, and it wasn't full teams of football. I think it was like 5-on-5 or something like that.
Yeah.
Don't quote me, but he was essentially like, no. That's not football.
It has to be.
It has
football.
to be football. You have to have
the plays,
the whole
and
team.
The team.
And,
And you have to have all the options in front of you.
Yep.
Just like I did when I was a coach, and that's
right.
Yeah, he
and he wouldn't back down from that, and I think that's fucking fantastic.
Well, he made that game. It became a staple for every game system, every like PlayStation or Xbox, or not Switch, obviously, or Nintendo. But there was just no holding back, and he defined that genre of video game, in my opinion. I think they set the highest possible standard, and I think they did that at the behest of the man who probably loved football more than anybody ever.
Yeah.
He lived it. Every minute of his life, and he did it right. And the fact that he every year would come in and record his lines for that game without fail, and it's truly the end of an era. The guy was a fucking great man. Just from the football perspective alone, he was probably the most. Everybody that doesn't even know about football has heard of John Madden.
That's true.
And I think it's too bad. It's too bad. But he left a hell of a legacy. So
yeah. Unlike Troy Aikman's beard,
Right.
40, which he drew on his face too. I love that. And then it fucking ends where he's like, "Just give up," and then I don't know who the other commentator was. They're like, "Oh, don't give up." He's like, "Yeah, if it doesn't work out, just give up." I love that. I love that fucking.
Shit.
Sometimes, man, and it's like I think about this because my dad was one of these never give up kind of guys. There's merit to that, but I'm not gonna teach Henry that. I'm gonna teach him like, "Yo, dude, if shit ain't working and you've tried your best and you're fucking done with it,
Be done.
Move on.
Yep.
Don't get mired down in some bullshit."
Yeah.
42. 9 different versions of this game were released. 2 for the arcade market, and the others were home versions. Tomonobu Itagaki and Team Ninja were constantly enhancing the game for both the Dreamcast and PlayStation 2 as they worked towards their vision of the, quote, ultimate fighting game, unquote. This is Dead or Alive?
Okay.
I'll take it.
Pretty sure. Logging it in. It is Dead or Alive 2.
Not beach volleyball.
Not beach volleyball. Damn it. All right. I'm counting it anyway.
Yeah.
41. This football game's cover athlete is former Oregon Ducks, Detroit Lions, Miami Dolphins, Atlanta Falcons, and New Orleans Saints quarterback Joey Harrington. Madden 2003.
Yeah.
Locking it
We're gonna
in.
Get it eventually.
It is NCAA football 2003. We're counting it.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah. Any part of it.
Any
we'll
part
get
we
it.
call on these
Good
questions
fucking
counts.
Lord Jesus Christ. All right. Thanks, Ross. Next question. Fuck, marry, kill. Walnuts. Hazelnuts. These nuts. Just kidding. Brazil nuts. Can someone describe these nuts to me, please? What's a hazelnut look like?
Nutella.
That's what
Okay,
they meant.
thank you.
Nutella.
A Brazil nut.
They're pretty big. I'd say like the size of half your finger. They might look like they might be really hard, but they're not.
They're super soft. Yeah.
I don't know. that I've had one
I
of
do
those.
like a Brazil nut.
I kind of stay away from nuts. Had a bad pine nut experience. Don't like to experiment with a
That's
lot
fair.
of nuts.
Probably wise. Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
I experiment with any nut I find.
Yeah, get that nut.
Get it.
You're gonna kill them all, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with these nuts. I gotta. I mean, Yeah, I'm gonna kill them all. I don't know. I really can't. I'm sorry. I can't answer.
I'll marry walnut, fuck hazelnut, and kill Brazil nut.
See, I'm gonna do the inverse. I'm gonna kill walnut. I'm gonna marry hazelnut 'cause I love to tell fucking a lot, and then I really like Brazil nuts, so then I'll fuck Brazil nuts.
All right.
Do you know the newspaper for Ross where he lives is the Isle of Man Examiner?
I did not know that.
I saw his wife posted a picture of them in it, and I was like, the Isle of Man Examiner. Yeah. That's probably not what you should have went with.
What's his name or her name? Sorry.
Couldn't use Gazette, could you? Had to go with Examiner.
Examiner.
That's your newspaper name is essentially like the dude wearing a hat that says Boob Inspector.
FBI.
Fuck, marry, kill. Now I can answer this one. Mashed potatoes, roast potatoes, boiled potatoes.
That's pretty easy for me. I'm gonna marry a mashed potato because I never don't like mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes are pretty
I
good.
can have it with just about anything. Gravy, no
Close
gravy,
encounters.
I don't care. Mm-hmm. Roast potato is fuck for me, and I'm gonna kill a boiled potato, but not because I have anything against a boiled potato. I like a good boiled red potato with steak.
Yeah.
They're really good, but that's my least favorite of the three.
Okay.
Yep, I'm with you.
Well, Tyler, what do you think?
I'm going to marry a roasted, fuck a mashed, and kill a boiled.
I'm going to marry a mash because of that gravy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming the gravy's included. If it's not, then
I think it's optional. It can be.
yeah, then
Has to be
then
an
I'm
option.
gonna marry that mashed. And then I'll fuck a boiled potato. And I mean, I like all of these, but I guess I have to kill a roast because I have to kill one of them.
Yep.
Next, fuck, marry, kill. You guys are gonna have to help me on this one too.
Okay.
Minced pies, Christmas pudding, Christmas cake.
This is a British question that I'm not prepared to answer.
Is a minced pie a meat
It's a
pie?
meat
That's
pie.
yeah. That's what I
Yeah.
would assume.
Any
a
particular
pie.
meat?
There is no
Lamb?
I in meat pie. there is no I in team, but there is an I in meat pie.
So, like, is it just a combination of meats, or is it?
I'd say it could be any sort of like a chicken pot pie. I would consider
pie.
like a mince pie. Then you've got you could do ground lamb, like a shepherd's pie almost.
Dude, I love
or-
a shepherd's
Or like
pie.
a mutton, like a
Yeah.
really pasty ground up mutton.
That's
ain't
what I would.
mutton.
That's what I would think. When he just says broad mince pie, that's what I think.
Okay. What is a Christmas pudding?
I assume something like plum pudding,
Gross.
Or
Killing.
or figgy.
figgy pudding. Yeah.
Oh, from the song.
Yes.
I didn't survive Whamageddon. I don't know how you guys did.
I did.
Congratulations.
Even with shopping
I
3
did too.
days in a row at the
Congratulations.
fucking mall, I managed to avoid. I survived Whamageddon. I think it's the first time I've ever survived it. So
I whammed myself kind of on accident. I just played a Spotify playlist on the night of Nicole's Christmas party. I was like, and I don't normally listen to Christmas music, but I was like, fuck it. Time to do it. And I even like
Wham.
when I played it, I was
whammy.
yeah. Yeah. When I played it, I was even like, I'm probably going to hear Last Christmas, but I'm going to be honest. I kind of want to hear Last Christmas.
I know.
So
Because here's the thing, I don't hate that song.
I don't either.
And I just to go on record with what was being discussed in the Discord around that
Mariah
time,
Carey?
I like that
I
song
love
too.
that fucking song.
They did a whole fucking documentary about that song. Because
Really?
Because it's like
it's iconic. I mean,
it
yeah.
is, and how she came up with it, and how she like basically wrote one of the most. In a time when shit was being just redone and redone, and she wrote actually a very
entirely original
original
Christmas song.
good Christmas
Yeah.
song. So,
No,
yeah,
I love it, dude.
I do too.
I love it.
Got nothing wrong with
And
it.
it's like a lot of it might be because like I could understand if like kids were like, what the fuck is this? But for me, like hearing it when it came out as a child, it's weird. It's this old man thing maybe where
Yeah.
it's just like, I'm glad that thing is still around because I hear it and I think about hearing it for the first time and like, when Christmas was magical.
Right.
Not about like, oh fuck, I have a lot of shit I have to do.
The movie Love Actually features that song. I don't know if you've seen
Never
Love
seen it.
Actually.
No.
Walked out. Never seen it.
Oh, you walked out of
My
it?
parents
You're-
made
yeah,
me
I
walk
remember.
out.
Oh, I could see
That
that.
sexy in the beginning. My dad was nope. Walked out. Went and saw the second half of Elf.
Rick from The Walking Dead is in that movie.
Really?
One of his early roles. But that song is featured at the end of that movie in a good way because a lot of really awkward, uncomfortable shit happens in the beginning part of that movie. And then at the end, they're doing this like a Christmas pageant where this kid's singing it. And it's just, I really kind of latched onto it there because
In like a wholesome way,
Yeah.
or because I've never seen Love Actually, so I don't know if it's like
it's
like in a snide
It
way.
can be no. It's wholesome.
All right.
That part is. I mean, some of the movie's kind of vulgar.
Well, I mean,
but
yeah,
it's
Holland's left, so
it's a good movie. It's a good Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I don't like to watch that movie unless it's Christmas, and usually I'll only watch it once because it's like Office level uncomfortable at times.
okay,
And-
I'm down for that.
But not always comedically.
Oh,
so.
never mind.
Yeah, it's like
It's not Scott's Tots.
Never mind.
ugh.
Yeah.
But it was well executed, and it's a good Christmas movie. Hugh Grant is in it. He plays the prime minister, but he surprisingly
Well, look, it's already 2 strikes against it. The name of the movie is Love Actually.
love, actually.
Well, it has punctuation in it, so that now then maybe that's half a strike, not a full strike. And then Hugh Grant, I don't know, you put those 2 elements together, and I'm already thinking of what kind of movie this is, but
Well, if you ever like next year at Christmas, if you
Yeah.
ever watch a Christmas movie,
I'll watch it when I want to, Ian.
watch it at Easter if you want. I don't give a shit. It's a very
I highly
British-
recommend we all watch it at Easter.
Oh, Easter. That and Joe Dirt.
Yes,
Do you guys want to have a Joe Dirt Easter?
I do. That sounds amazing.
Is Love, Actually better or worse than Stay Tuned?
Ooh,
Which would you
it's
rather
worse
watch?
Than Stay Tuned.
Okay,
I love
all right,
Stay
okay,
Tuned.
yeah.
I like Love Actually.
All right.
I love
Like
Stay Tuned.
Actually.
I like Actually.
Do you like Actually?
Do you like Love Actually?
All right. So Christmas pudding, it's like a figgy. I've never had a figgy
I
pudding or
haven't either.
a plum pudding or anything like that. Sounds very old fashioned and super gross. What's a Christmas cake? Is that like a fruit
I
cake?
wanna say
That's
it's
what I would
like
say.
a fruit cake.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know they have like a traditional
Is it like a big
Christmas
box?
cake that in England
Yeah.
I have
particularly.
a computer in my pocket. I could look up Christmas
Ross, we have
cake.
Oreos and milk with all this fucking bullshit you got over there.
Yeah, Christmas cake. Well, hold up. Christmas cake ice cream. Whoa, holy shit. Christmas cake. Okay. Yeah. Often fruit cake served at Christmas time in many countries. But see, okay, so then they show the photo on Wikipedia is this, it says a British style Christmas cake with marzipan and icing. So that makes it actually look more appealing to me than
Yeah.
like the fruit cake I'm used to seeing, which is like encased in
a can
carbonite,
and- yeah,
like
yeah,
from
exactly.
Walmart.
Fruitcake, man, I've never seen a food that just runs the full gamut like fruitcake. Like fruitcake can be one of the worst things you've ever eaten, or if done right, it's really, really, really good.
Well, I just don't feel equipped to answer that question properly.
I mean, I think I could do this one.
I probably would land on marrying the cake.
Okay.
And then it's just for me a toss up. I don't typically care for pudding type things.
I hate it.
So I guess
hate it.
minced pie is my fuck, and then I'd kill pudding.
I'm gonna marry a minced pie.
Me too.
Because I will. I can commit to
Some
like
meat.
a pot pie or shepherd's pie
Yeah.
or even like if it's just meat with a crust
just
on
a
it.
beef pie.
A hot pocket. I mean, what have you?
You mean a hot pocket, Ross? Once you fucking say it, then
Or you could buy the expensive Hot pockets. Thank you. And then I will fuck.
rather warm pastries is what they call them.
I'll fuck the Christmas cake. much to the chagrin of my loved ones. And then I'll kill the pudding because fuck pudding. Blech. No, I mean, kill it.
No, I'm with. I echo you, Dave.
That is it, Ross. Thank you for that heartbreaking quiz. Maybe we'll get better at them in the future, but I kind of doubt it because it's probably still a whole bunch of sports games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, let us know what you think of the new, how we're trying to kind of do some new things with games. Let us know what you thought about that.
Or
we
don't.
seem
I'm
to
cool
enjoy
with
it.
this.
Or don't. Just deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like, I like this.
It's
so
not that much different.
I hope you do too. Otherwise, so what I think the translation.
What are you going to do? Send us some money or something?
Patreon.com/TADPOG. But I do think what we're really trying to say is if you liked it, let us know. If you didn't,
don't bother.
Don't worry about it.
yeah.
Well, here's an announcement because so far the plan would be to start it next week. What we plan to do is start another tabletop series next week. I'm kind of keeping it under wraps from even the players. All I will say is that it will be D&D 5e, but it will be taking place in 2000s era
The
Paducah,
year
Kentucky.
2000. So we're doing that next. We're doing that next week.
Yep.
Let's get our time travel figured out because I thought that was the following week. But we're gonna do that and publish that
Well,
next
yep.
the Wednesday after this.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Do you want to go ahead and see what the next video game
randomizer.
we're gonna do?
Yeah, because if somebody can't make it or you know we want to do something different, yeah, sure. that sounds
and if
good.
it's a fucking super long ass game,
we'll have time
might
to do
actually
it.
have time to do
Yep.
it. Okay. All right.
Or do we want to voluntarily choose the long ass game?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. Let's randomize this motherfucker.
Okay. I'm going to plug in this battery up peripheral, set it up, Wild and Crazy Kid style, say the prayer we all love to say. No whammies. Stop.
613.
Luffy and the Fortress of Doom.
Unfortunately, no, I'm sorry, it's not. But if you want to play that, you can play that. You want to play that instead?
Just me.
Sure, we got just you or Ian if Ian wants to. I mean, fuck, I gotta exclude Ian or Shmian if they want to play it. They can. It's fine.
Shmian has to play it.
I ain't gonna do that until I fucking have to. 613 is very close to Lufia 2. It's SWAT Cats,
Oh, okay.
the Radical Squadron.
Cool.
I like it already.
SWAT Cats.
Yeah, that is a cartoon we can watch
That's a cartoon?
Uh-huh.
SWAT Cats is? Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
about cats flying jet fighters.
Oh, sweet. Man, that's how we won Desert Storm, I believe. Fucking Toonses.
Toonses in the air.
I was going Toots, the cat who can fly a fighter
Flying
plane.
cat.
That's
The
very
cat that could win a war.
that's very 90s radical
Oh,
cats
yeah.
with cool
Yeah.
It's in the
sunglasses.
name.
All right, awesome.
Cool.
Let's see. So, hey, you want to send us something? You can do that to TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance, PO Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. Call us at 270-883-2555. Leave us a voicemail. We're doing more of those.
Yeah.
We're on all sorts of social media. Really, just put it in the Google machine. We're on all the big ones, except TikTok. We'll get there. We've got kind of thinking about that. So,
And if you're listening to the show, you've probably found it. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah.
stands to reason that you found us
Yeah.
somewhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
You typed into Google DinoCity podcast, and this popped up.
here
Yep.
you go.
Welcome. You're like, fuck, I've already watched the SNES Drunk video and the JonTron video. I need more Dino City content.
If you would like to sporadically interact with me or Dave or Tyler, how could they do that?
Shout into the wind, and the message will be carried to us
Smoke signals work too, but
only during the day
only during the day.
and when there's a new pope.
Exactly. But there's also a Discord
There is.
that you could find us there.
It's pretty cool. It's bit.ly/TADPOG Discord. Come check it out. Or don't. It's fine. If it ain't your thing, I get it.
I'm in there every weekday from about 8 to 5.
Yeah. Imagine that. That's
How does that work?
That coincides with something. I don't know what it is.
I don't always get a chance to look at my screen, but I'm there if you want to talk to me about something.
Yeah. I'm on there too, sporadically from 8 to 5, usually when I'm in the bathroom.
And I am whenever someone ats me.
Oh, don't say that.
Don't at me.
Oh, you're going to get a bunch of them on Wednesday.
You got that stream, Dave.
Yeah. Yes and no.
Yeah.
I'm on Twitch. Just search for TADPOG. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I took last Sunday off and honestly really enjoyed it. The downside of it was that I had to play DinoCity alone. Which again, those are pros and cons of that too. Honestly, I feel like I was able to take better notes.
Yeah.
Usually when I stream a game on Twitch for the show, I'm always like, well, I'll go back and review that video so I can actually like take notes. I'd never do that because that's not fun to do.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just check it out. I might be on there. I might not. I haven't decided.
Twitch.tv/TADPOG
underscore
podcast. If you just type TADPOG, you're going to find this blank screen that looks...
Yeah, go say hey to that person.
Whoever that is. Support them, I guess.
Maybe.
They don't do
know.
anything.
Yeah, we don't
It's
know.
just blank. It just says TADPOG in lowercase letters.
It could be a piece of shit. I don't know.
It's definitely a piece of shit.
Let's see. And on Patreon, we got an increase from, I believe that's Dirtbag Keith.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Dirtbag Keith. And back to the fold, Zeus Laser.
Zeus.
Hello, Zeus.
Hey, Zeus.
Thank
Saw
you.
him today
Yeah.
on the
It's good to
Discord.
It was good to see Zeus
Very
on
good
Discord
to see
today.
him.
Yeah.
He and Master Pig are passing back and forth a bottle of Evan Williams, apparently.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
I didn't
This
either.
is like new lore that was uncovered today.
Did I establish that for them by mentioning the Evan Williams, or was this already a thing? Guys, we got to know. I want to know.
We need more details.
I think that's all we got.
All right.
Our theme song is Moves by Sycamore Drive. The link to that track from the shorts at TADPOG.com. How you guys want to close it out?
Is our favorite character from a dinosaur movie?
Okay.
Of course, we're all going to do tops.
Well, I was going to do Timmy.
Who was definitely doing a Ninja Turtles voice. Like, by the way. Like, I mean, like, the direction on that was, all right, like, you're a Ninja Turtle.
Except you're a dinosaur. You ever seen the Ninja Turtles? Go watch one episode, act like that,
That's what you
and we're
are.
done.
Put on this mask.
So until next time, Tropical Capricorn. Three horns don't play with long necks.
All right, I knew who everybody was. So fucking wonderful job.
I know who you were, Dennis Nedry.
Yeah, I was Dennis Nedry. You were Malcolm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because his name's Ian.
Right. Shmee and Malcolm. No one likes
Shmee and Malcolm.
That's hard to say.
Shmee and
That feels bad in the mouth.
tastes like burning.
Oh. And then you were Sarah?
Yeah,
Your favorite?
three horns. That's the first person I thought of.
I mean, I'm not
No judgment.
I wanted to try to not
definitely
go,
judgment.
Little
though.
judgment.
It's like I'm going to leave the Jurassic Park to them. I'll think of something. What's another dinosaur movie? Okay, Land Before Time.
How many dinosaur movies can we name?
Jurassic Park 1, 2, 3. Jurassic World.
Jurassic
1 and
World
2.
2.
Jurassic Kingdom.
Wait,
That's the new
that's
one coming.
Wait. Second or third?
Third.
Oh, okay.
The new one is called Jurassic Kingdom.
I didn't see Jurassic World 2. Is it good?
Yeah.
Is
I
it
liked it.
streaming somewhere? Is it better or worse than Stay Tuned?
Probably better.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I gotta go see it.
I mean, you're putting Stay Tuned up on a pretty high pedestal.
well,
it's a
I
great
haven't
movie.
seen it since I was a child. So.
So there.
So it's the second best movie I've ever seen.
Shut up. Shut up, Dookie head.
Land Before Time 1 through 12. How many Land Before
There's
Time?
just 12.
How many do you think there are?
It's like 16, I bet.
16?
Dinosaurs.
The girls have a whole bunch of just DVD releases.
Oh, yeah. After the first one, I think they were all direct to VHS.
Land Before Time.
Yeah. How many Land Before Time?
Well, no, I was thinking of
Oh, Land of the Lost?
Land of the Lost. Strangely, a Will Ferrell movie.
All right. Land Before Times. The Land Before Time, first movie, 1988. The Great Valley Adventure, 1994.
Ooh.
The Time of the Great Giving, 1995. Journey Through the Mist, 1996. The Mysterious Island, 1997. The Secret of Saurus Rock, 1998. The Stone of Cold Fire, 2000. Does that coincide with like Harry Potter or something?
Maybe, yeah.
The Big Freeze, 2001. Journey to Big Water, 2002.
That was the one that Anna loved. She'd always point at the lake. Big water, Mama. Big water.
I'm sure she's not embarrassed about that at all.
Oh, more embarrassed about it, how she used to only be a horse when she was really in the spirit. So like a year of her life, she was only a horse.
Is it like that video with the girl like running on all fours? Real fast.
I mean, because one said like at church, she would just neigh at people like she was only a horse for a year.
Look, that's method. That's method. I can respect that. Okay, Journey to Big Water, 2002. The Great Long Neck Migration, 2003. Sounds a little racist. Invasion of the Tiny Sauruses, 2005. That's when it jumped the shark, clearly. The Great Day of the Flyers, 2006. The Wisdom of Friends, 2007. And Journey of the Brave, 2016. Let's not forget the animated series, The Land Before Time, which ran from 2007 to 2008. I wasn't counting how many that was, but that was a lot.
That's a lot.
That was a fucking lot of them. Let's see. Here's a numbered list. 14.
Okay.
14.
I can't think of any of the dinosaur movies.
I'm drawing a blank.
That's it. That's all of them.
all.
There's that Disney movie, Dinosaur. You guys remember that one?
We're back.
We're back.
We're back. Holy shit. Okay, what other games have we played that are also dinosaur movie
Adventures in
tie-in?
DinoCity.
Oh, right. Yeah, the one for this game.
I said it a minute ago. but
okay.
We were
I was in
just
Land
all
Before
sort of
Time.
talking.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
That's all the dinosaur movies.
That's it. Every last one of them.
Mm-hmm. Good job, guys.
This show was executively produced by the following. These are people that donate $20 or more per month on Patreon. Very glad to have it. Thank you. Let me bring that up. There it is. All right. This show is executively produced by God Emperor Alex Pena, Cousin David Galino, Plinko Nick Price, Temporal Eternal Savior. God, now I'm going to do it. Temporal Eternal Savior, Cubicle Monkey, Steve Dixon, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Clambro Cody Phillips, Bantha Master, Executive Producer Dig Duggy, Game Bug Prime Nathan Eaton, Time Lord Josh Edwards, Matt Gentile, a.k.a. Gentle G, congratulations on your marriage, Sick Jake, we're sorry you fell for the marketing, Magical Sleeper, a.k.a. Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, Usurper Grimm, Pinball Archmage Chris Edler, I'm sorry you couldn't be on this episode, Platinum member Brett Miller, Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Nate from Utah, First Time Caller, Drink Smith, Joey Webster, Master Cycle Baron Kevin Link, Barbecue Baron Andrew Rowland, and General Kenobi Massacre. Thank you all very much.